So it'll be Tom and I right here. You want to get out of the shot. Okay.
New girl.
Testing. Testing.
Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls themselves are. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers today. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. More awesome tunes are coming up here on Game Time. Here at Piedmont High School, we're your source.
Indio.
Are they hurting for white hats or what? I'm with you. Yeah, he's over, I think it's 41.
Yeah, I probably should have got to the other side where the city is. But we're already over on the side.
Brooke,
Sure
you didn't do anything. I'm just trying to put it.
Hey, Brandy, when I tell you, text Sarai to start the videos. I'll tell him at 6:29.
Yet?
6:29, yeah. You got
I think
less than 2 minutes. Yeah. A little bit fall, just by a little bit. Okay, one more minute.
It says we're live.
What?
It says we're live.
All right, yeah. I started the stream early. I'm always nervous on the road, you know that. Oh, I think this will be a good setup.
Nervous at home? You seem nervous everywhere. Which is
Okay, I'm glad this is good.
good management.
I already have wondered this dude. He's a senior now.
I'm getting the GPS tracker and just clip it on his belt there.
He may wonder at home, but he's not wondering here.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
All right, good evening, everyone. We're coming to you live from Piedmont High School. It's the beginning of the 7th season of Midwest Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm joined today by Tom Crocker. All 7 seasons we've been together. We're happy to bring you another season of Midwest City football. But Tom, is a new era in Midwest City football.
Yes, sir. We have a new coach. We're looking forward to see what he's got going. We saw some pretty good things in the scrimmage. I was pretty impressed against North. We're looking at a different Piedmont team they had last year. They have a totally new defense. They've got to rebuild their defense from last year. And some of the offensive guys are pretty good leaders, but we'll just have to see what the Bombers can do.
Yeah, this Piedmont team, I mean, we played them twice in recent years. This included the highest scoring game we've had on in our network's history for Midwest City football, and the lowest scoring game. But either way, it was a loss. So Midwest City, they got to take care of business here, but it's a team that's already beat them twice recently.
That's right. We just got to see what we can do and get it done. I was going to mention Mike Lee is going to be one of the officials tonight. He's been refereeing for 41 years. Buddy of mine's the white hat and was telling me about that. I said, I forgot about it. I didn't think he was calling anymore. He's still a pretty good umpire. He wrote the book on it.
All right, well, we'll see how he does. Hopefully we don't notice him too much. And coming up, you'll hear from first time Midwest City head coach Washington, that's Jacques Washington, coming up in a bit. You are watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Where sports is our middle name.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
All right, it's a new era for Midwest City football as they're about to begin the Jacques Washington era, the new football coach here, and we're excited to kind of introduce him some more this episode here. He did speak some for Media Day a few days ago. Also, that's on the Oklahoma Sports Network if you want to watch that back. But, Coach, first of all, thank you for joining me, and how excited must you be? This is game week, first game week of the season, and first game week for you as a head coach.
Yes, sir. We are excited, just taking it day by day, really just learning at every phase and every step of the way, what it looks like. Sometimes when you're an assistant, some things, you just don't know how they function and how they happen behind the scenes. So I'm getting a full experience in my first week and really just taking it day by day and enjoying it. First Monday practice of the first game I'll be the head coach of, and really this group, just the unique group, and just kind of trying to put it together and just have a good product on Friday.
All right, let's take a deep dive into your experiences that got you here. And then we'll talk some more football for the upcoming game and stuff like that in a bit. First of all, when did you first fall in love with football?
I got 3 older brothers, so I played football all the way up from flag football at 5 years old. Went 0-11 that first year with in the IBFA in Irving, Texas, and then ended up winning the championship the following year in flag football, and been playing ever since. I haven't taken a year off. Hadn't been away from the game more than a couple months. So immediately after playing, took a month off and then got into finding some coaching opportunities. So this game has been good for me. It's given me opportunities to expose me to different areas of life that I probably wouldn't have got a chance to experience, or I may have, but it was a little easier playing football. So I love this game. I think it's a game of unity, of togetherness. Brotherhood, and you got to love it. You got to love this sport in order to go in and day out to do this sport. So it teaches you a lot of things. So this game has gave me a lot, and I want to give a lot to these kids with this game.
And of course, you played high school football at Owasso. Were you there all 4 years, and is that where you grew up?
So grew up in Irving, Texas. We moved out there when I was in about 7th or 8th grade. And so I played all my high school years for Owasso, and great experience. I had 2 head coaches, one being Kurt Frederick. The first year I was out there, my sophomore year, played for him, and then played for Bill Patterson for 2 years. So it was it was a great experience, and obviously set me up for my future.
Another exciting thing about you, you were a Division I football player. You went to Iowa State. When did you know that you're going to be a D1 player, and what was that like, getting to experience being recruited?
Kind of weird. I didn't know all the way up and through, 10th grade is when I really start blossoming and blooming. I start stretching a little longer instead of wider. And so, I think just like the determination and work from just, being a bigger guy. I have a star brother, King Jack Washington, who was just, a star from the day one that he hit the field in 9th grade all the way up through his senior year. And so, just working and, playing multiple sports really helped me. Playing basketball, playing football, doing whatever I could do, never really having an off season as far as, just playing one sport. Really kind of shaped my body and got my footwork right, got my competitive skills right. And so, by the end of 11th grade, I was blessed to have a couple offers and get to choose and pick something before entering my senior year.
All right, and did you play any spring sports like baseball or track?
I am a terrible baseball player.
Okay.
I am terrible. I went to track for one day, didn't understand why we were running, long distance, if I was going to be a sprinter, and, I went into Oklahoma history class after that.
Okay. All right, that's a freshman level course there for one semester. It makes sense. Yeah, but I imagine, though, just skipping ahead here a bit, you would encourage a lot of your players to be in track.
Oh, yes, sir. In my past, I've forced, any position group that I have, if I got the skills, you're going into track. I don't care if you don't run in the meet. You're going to learn how to run. You're going to learn how to be fast, because fast helps everybody. Right. If you're big, let's get into wrestling. You don't have to duel, but get in there and learn how to attack leverage and fight pressure with pressure. So, I want every kid to play every sport. You don't get this opportunity a lot. You got about, from all the way up through high school to go and pursue these teams and whatever individual sport, golf, whatever, tennis, go play and compete, because, that's what colleges want to see at the end of the day, this guy compete.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. I think that's great advice for football players. Okay, so after you played at Iowa State, again, kind of the when did you know questions I like to throw here. When did you know you wanted to be coaching, and particularly in high school?
My old head coach, Paul Rhodes, always said it, from my second or third year there, you're going to be a coach, you need to get into coaching. And I always no, that's not what I want to do. I actually went to school for business and supply chain management. Haven't done anything in that field since I got the degree. But, I wanted to go into that field and pursue that, and just, opportunities opened up to get into it, give it a chance, and kind of fell in love with it from there. And that was Bill Patterson giving me my first opportunity to coach receivers in 2014.
At Owasso?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
At Owasso.
And you were you elevated to defensive coordinator, I believe, at Owasso for many years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At what point were you thinking, I feel like I'm ready to take the reins and be the top guy and be a head coach?
Honestly, it's something I've always been interested in, and I've been fortunate enough to just be surrounded by a bunch of great head coaches, starting with somebody like Bill Patterson, spending that year with Kurt Frederick, who's obviously won state championships, being able to be around people like Coach Rhodes for that 4 years, just how detailed he was, kind of sitting in his office, picking his brain, learning the game. I got to spend 2 more years with him out of UCLA. And, you know, kind of just ask him about head coaching. Got to see Chip Kelly run an organization, got to see Bill Blankenship run an organization, how efficient he was, and got to work with Bobby Klink, who's the head coach at Sand Springs now. Got to work with Antonio Graham, who was the head coach last year at Owasso and now in Tulsa Union. Got to work with Adam Gaylor for a short stint at Jinx, and just so it's always been something. It's always been something that's been, you know, I've been interested in. It's just about taking the steps and make sure I don't skip anything to get there.
Okay, so one more assistant coach question. When you were at Owasso, would that overlap with 2 state title teams or
one? So I spent 2017 there. We won a state title.
Okay.
Beat who did we beat? I think we beat Tulsa Union that year. The only team we lost to that year in the regular season. So it was good to come back and get them. And then I left to California after that.
Okay. Well, that 2017 Owasso team, I think that was the first non-Jinxer Union team to win a 6A title since Midwest City back in 1995. But then you got to see what a state champion looked like. So I'm sure that was a very valuable experience. And then you go to, you're briefly at Jinx, going to be a defensive coordinator there. The Midwest City coaching job opened up kind of later than most coaching jobs open up. It was in May. Did you see the job and you're like, okay, I want this, or did someone from Midwest City contact you? What happened first?
Just kind of heard about it through the grapevine, and was reached out to see if I would be interested in kind of discussing what the opportunity would look like coming out here. Talk to the wife, got to make sure the family is right, and thank God for her, because I wouldn't be out here if she wasn't able to just say let's go pursue it. So that's kind of how it came about. I know Midwest City from 2007, knocking us out of the playoffs. Out of the Owasso, we came out here to this field, so I knew it was a good program. I knew the kids were here were good. And Coach Hall has done a wonderful job the last 13 years of building and establishing the program, helping with the legacy and stuff like that. So I knew it was in good hands. It was just about coming out here and put my own, touch to it.
Okay, and you moved, of course, obviously from the Tulsa area, the Oklahoma City area. Has that been positive?
It's been an experience.
Okay,
it's we moved about 2 days before the first day of school. And, fall camp is starting, so it's kind of, we're still kind of moving the stuff that's just in the house now. So it's been an experience, just first-time AD, first-time head coach, first time staying on this side of the state. It's a lot of things going on, but the most important thing right now is making sure our kids are ready to play Piedmont Friday. And
what have you liked about working here so far? What have you liked the most?
Just the kids, they're eager to learn, they're eager to play. They're eager to just be around the game and learn the game. And the people here, I've had great support even from people like Coach Jones at Dale City and Coach Dunn at Carl Albert. My principal, administration at the school has been helpful in every step of the way, and making sure that I got an opportunity to at least get started and try to have a foundation to build on.
All right, Coach Washington, you guys had a scrimmage last week against Norman North. What were your thoughts?
It's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. There were some good things we put on tape. There were some bad things we put on tape. Really just, everything's a coachable moment. Even the stuff that's good is coachable, to figure out how we can make it better. And then the stuff that was bad, we just got to keep improving and coaching it and teaching it, So if we don't like something we're seeing on tape as far as the staff, it's our job to teach and fix it. And these kids, they'll do it. Our kids will play hard. They play really hard. We just got to do it more disciplined. We got to do it with better execution, and we got to do it with better communication.
And one more thing about your background being coming from Owasso. That's viewed as around here a massive 6A school, and Midwest City is now a 5A school. Is there a bit of an adjustment for you as far as the number of players on your roster and plugging in players at different positions and looking at players that may have to go both ways and stuff like that?
Yeah, just the prep, the unique way we have to set up practice to crossover prep, but just also, just with us learning two different systems right now, it's about putting guys in the best position to succeed. And so, we have to get creative as a staff and figure out, how are we going to get this taught in this short period of time. I think I was able to hire Ryan Richardson, kind of towards the end of July as offensive coordinator. So it's about how can we get the stuff taught efficiently, and it's just a short period of time. And I think camp allowed us to just set a foundation and identify guys who can do what positions to put them in, who is retaining a lot, who's not retaining enough, and try to put them in situations where they can be successful.
All right, you mentioned coaches, and I know I asked you this a few days ago, but how did that process go of finding assistant coaches, or are you familiar with any of them? And a lot of them were still here last year, so which is good to have. They're very familiar with the players and stuff like that. So I imagine that helps.
When it's May 29th and people in the middle of spring ball, it's kind of hard try to figure out who can do what and who is where. So kind of just by through this avenue, I heard about this guy and reaching out to him, sitting down with him, talking ball, learning about him, what type of man they are, and that's kind of how the staff got put together. Just being so late, and we got some good guys here, that care about the kids and want to see the kids succeed and teach them football.
But you're going to be the head coach and defensive coordinator, I believe, the defensive play caller, however that goes. Is that going to be a challenge, being able to still keep up with how things are going on offense while you're putting a lot into the defense?
I think Coach Rod does a good job of sitting down with me, giving me feedback on what he's thinking and what situation he's got going on, and us helping each other. He's been a head coach. He's been an offensive coordinator in the past. He's done it. And so, just utilizing him to piggyback ideas off of, and, how he did it. And, my emphasis right now is the defense and, focusing on that. But obviously I know I'm the head coach, so we'll see Friday night if I forget about it or not.
And maybe you're not ready for this yet, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Were there any players that stood out that in a positive way for the scrimmage that you want to mention, or are you still kind of waiting to talk about the players that are playing well until Friday?
I think, a couple things that stuck out. Lincoln King was able to line up all over the place and have success. Ryan Holloway ran the ball well after being a year off of football. I think we had a freshman, and Zoe was able to play some defensive end and some running back who ran the ball well. Up front, we had Baby Jones, Deadrian Jones, who blocked well. DQ was good to see him back. He was banged up a little bit in the spring. Dominique Cochran up front, and just having the ability to, kind of create some lanes and create some space. And then Ja'Cory Fletcher has had an exciting summer. Excited to see what he can do versus Piedmont on Friday. And, seeing Valor Vaughn come over from, Crossing Christian. And, I'm at Community Christian College in Norman, and just, okay, it's a different pace, and just see him, get involved in the mix. And I think it was a lot of kids at Splash Plays. Kendall Butler, a sophomore, who showed some big-time plays up in the JV scrimmage. So, every day we're learning something new about these kids. And I think, that's where we're at in the program right now, and it's just about getting the best 11 on the field.
And you mentioned Dominic Cochran. I liked how he kicked, even though he barely missed, I think, an extra point. It wasn't at the youth distance, and he got a good distance on that kick. So that'll be interesting to watch. What can you say about the quarterbacks?
I think both bring a different dynamic to the game. And, utilizing them both is probably going to be the game plan going forward, to keep defenses off schedule. I think they both can run. Lincoln is an elite runner from the backfield, got a strong arm. He can make the throws. Valor can control the offense and make the throws, and does a good job of commanding the huddle, and he can get out and get loose when he needs to. So I think, utilizing both of them, at our disposal to create advantages.
Yeah, and one thing I like about, you said Valor as a quarterback, is Lincoln King can play receiver. So anyway, all right, so Piedmont, the opponent, and of course this game will be on the Oklahoma Sports Network for Tom Carpenter and I to announce. I cannot wait, Coach, till Tom interviews you at the end of the game, and I'm sure that'll be fun. It's always a treat there. But your focus is, of course, on Piedmont, but like a lot of these teams, you don't really know a whole lot about them because they haven't played yet, same as you. Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts about the Wildcats?
I think, Piedmont is going to be a team that's going to stress your, discipline and, execution of doing your job, play in and play out offensively. They run a beautiful flex bone. Coach Hall has done a wonderful job out there. And they're going to be where they're supposed to be. They're sound. They play hard defensively. They run to the ball. They give you some kind of quirky things to think about defensively in order to, try to have success on offense. So we got to put ourselves in advantageous situations on third down to where we can kind of dictate what they'll be in, because if you get them in third or long, they can send pressure. They can drop into some different coverages, just give you some unique looks, for a young quarterback to try to diagnose post-snap. Offensively, everybody just has to do their job. I think we all know what Piedmont's going to do. They're going to line up, and they're going to test you every play. And, last year at the Bombers, we were able to play some great defense most of the game. There was a couple big plays of just like, a guy didn't do his job one play. And so stressing to our defense, like, you got one assignment. Do your job every play. Don't get bored in doing your job. But they're going to play hard. They're tough. They're a good ball club. Coach well.
All right, let's look at the overall schedule here if I have that. I had a condensed version there. So what's interesting is you got 4 non-district games and 6 district games. Usually it's 3 and 7. And you'll have a bye week towards the end of the season, week 9. I guess one of the questions about this schedule is obviously you're playing a couple of big rivals coming up with Carl Albert and Dell City, with Putnam City West in between there. But the most important games are, of course, the district games that determines playoffs and playoff seedings. Do you look at the non-district games as very important, but at the same time maybe you can coach some things a little differently, and then you'll be like, hey, the season really starts that first district game, I believe, against Southeast?
One thing we're going to be about is competing. So, like, when they turn the scoreboard on, that's a game, and we want to win it. And so, like, I know I understand – that district play and the games that count towards your playoff seeding and all that stuff starts after the Dell City week. But, anytime we want to, take the field in between those white lines, if they turn the scoreboard on, we're competing. And so that's how I view it. I want to see our kids go out there and compete and try to win at everything they do in life.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Let's get that camera shot back. There we are. Okay, so we got some new sponsors as well besides the new head coach for Midwest City. And our countdown to kickoff is brought to you by the Barbers Market in Midwest City. We're family-friendly and full of great vibes, here to serve the community and the surrounding areas. Located at 700 South Air Depot Boulevard, Unit D in Midwest City. Come experience greatness. Tom, I know you're itching for a haircut soon. I know that's the place you'll want to go. We haven't had a barbershop for City football, I don't think, ever.
Well, the lady cuts my hair is in Edmond, and I think I thought about it because I met the owner, and he said, well, I'll probably advertise something around Edmond. I said, okay, it's worth a shot.
Try something new. Try the Barbers Market in Midwest City. All right. Well, Jordan Rain, Tom Carpenter here. We don't have the graphics like we normally do. And so, anyway, we're looking forward to bringing you this game here. Tom, let's talk a little bit about the new head coach for Midwest City, that is Coach Washington, Jaquez Washington. And what's interesting about him is he is a Division I football player. He played at Iowa State. He's been a Division I assistant football coach. He's coached at his alma mater, Owasso, for several years. He was assistant coach on their 2017 state title team. He's been the defensive coordinator there. He's about to become one at Jinx, but this opportunity came up late, and so this is his first time as a head coach, but he's an extremely qualified first-time head coach.
He's an exciting guy to talk to. He knows his football, and I'm just looking forward to see what we can do. The scrimmage looked kind of rough, but we're playing against Norman North. Norman North looked pretty stout. So,
all right, let's go and bring you the coin toss sponsor. That's an old one. That's Louis.
All right.
And we'll hope to have some audio for you there.
See good sportsmanship out here. White, black talk to black. If you talk across lines to congratulate somebody or help somebody up. Problem someone another color.
Gentlemen, here's my corn.
Heads. Tails.
What would you like to call?
See? I'm going to flip.
Flip it and get down. I'm going to go. Tails. You won the coin toss. You have to either confirm, receive, or defend fumble. Like you want to receive.
Kick from. You want to kick that way, going that way? Flip right there, White, right here.
Bomber's going to receive. Come right. Hang on.
Like you receive, start the game.
Okay. We don't always get the best audio, but we get great video of the coin toss here, brought to you by Louis. Hey, something about Louis for this time around here. Mention that you saw this on the Oklahoma Sports Network, received 10% off all purchases for the week. So that's Louis, located 6007 Southeast 15th Street. Now for starting lineups. And we have a new starting lineup sponsor, brought to you by a Midwest City graduate from JC Renovations. Led by Midwest City graduate Carrie Ingram. For all your home renovation needs, call 405-693-2550. And the starting lineups look like this for Midwest City on offense. The quarterback, we haven't talked about him yet. We'll see him, Valor Vaughn. Running back, Ryan Holloway. The A-back is Davion Cochran, who is the younger brother of Dominique Cochran, who's on the offensive line. The receivers are Josiah Brown, Lincoln King, Jakari Fletcher, the tight end. The offensive line is Landon Motza, Dominique Cochran, Dadrian Jones. As you see, Midwest City's taking the field right now. Dadrian Jones is at center. John Grigsby and Daquan Washington are on the right side for the Bombers. On defense, Jakari Fletcher is a defensive end. He was playing on the offensive line last year. Dadrian Jones will be the defensive tackle. Daquan Washington, the nose guard. So we see a lot of two-way starters, Tom. Aiden Sutton, the other defensive end. Fenric Wren, his brother runs camera for us, is the one linebacker. Richard Harris is the other. Caleb Stevens coming over from basketball is a nickelback. Davion Footer, like F-O-O-T-E-R, is one quarterback. Trayshawn Lee is a strong safety. Lucius Brown, the free safety. Sean Miller is the cornerback. Real quick, let's talk Tom Carpenter's keys to the game.
All right, keys to the game are brought to you by Bail Bonds by Tamara. If you miss the ball on paying a ticket, call Bail Bonds by Tamara at 200-510. 15-plus years of serving the community. Keys to the game. For the Wildcats, they've got almost a completely brand-new defensive player. They're going to have to grow up quickly, and the Bombers are going to have to test that right away. They're definitely going to have to win the turnover battle. And they've got a great kicker in Noah Ward. I hope they utilize him. They said there's some colleges looking at him, and he's supposed to be pretty impressive. We'll see. For your Midwest City Bombers, we've got to stop the flexbone offense. The flexbone is a different set, and they've got a place called the alley that's behind the line. They got 2 running backs on the sides and a running back behind the quarterback, and so it's kind of it's an odd look, but the defense is going to have to fill in the line. You're going to stop the surge for the D line. They're going to have to push in, but the linebackers and safeties have to fill, and they have to fill quick. At the same time, they've got to cover these receivers. It's an impressive. It's a different look on some of the old, like the wishbone, but it's an impressive look, and I hope we can handle that. We need to win the battle in the trenches on both sides of the ball. We weren't that impressive. We were undersized again in our scrimmage against Norman North, and I think the boys got a little education the next week or so about how they're supposed to block, and then. We've got to find a consistent kicking game. We've been lacking for a while, and I'd really like to see a pretty consistent kicking game.
All right, thank you, Tom. And we'll let you know our first quarter sponsor is brought to you by Valor Physical Therapy. If you're looking for top-notch physical therapy services, look no further than Valor Physical Therapy. They're located at 7005, that's 7005 Southeast 15th Street, Suite 200. Okay, we got a clock for you this year. Hopefully it will be steady for us. We are expected Noah Ward to kick off, as Tom talked about. We're expecting a touchback. And, Tom, this is one of the coolest August games I think we've ever had. Remember our first ever game 6 years ago? That was hot. That was in Arkansas.
Yep.
You see, the instant replays will be brought to you by Triple E Screen Printing, and we'll talk about our other in-game sponsors, both Red Zone Kickoff and Scoring Recap when appropriate. Lincoln King should be back for Midwest City, along with a couple of upmen. The Jacquez Washington era is about to begin.
Let it commence.
And bombs away. The 2025 season for Midwest City is underway, and yes, indeed, we do have a touchback. All right, well, Tom, you expect a strong leg from this kicker. Hopefully for Midwest City, they won't see it very often. At least, for maybe punts, but not much else.
I don't think he punts. I think a different guy punts. Ethan Burns is the punter.
Yes.
He's a senior, where Nova's a junior. But he's already got some guys taking a look at him.
Whoops, sorry, I already messed up the camera here. We'll get that back going here at some point. But we are early in the first quarter here. The Valor Physical Therapy first quarter. It is Valor Vaughn, great name to have, in the shotgun. See what this Bomber offense can do this year. Puts Lincoln King in motion deep. Vaughn will pass first throw. He's got time. He's going to take off with it. He shifts to his right side. He got tripped up by a Piedmont defender. So that limits the gain. It's still a solid first down play, and we bring up second down.
But he had Green in front of him for a while. He the guy got a good shoestring tackle, and
yeah, that saved a first down. But it's second down and 5. And, Tom, he had good protection.
Yes, he did.
Again, but now we got a flag. That's usually when you see nothing happening, that's not good for the offense.
That was something.
Maybe an illegal substitution.
Yeah,
it couldn't have been a false start. Bombers didn't have a chance to get set. Yeah, it's an illegal substitution. Well, if you go backwards, all the gain means, well, it doesn't mean nothing, but you wanted that second and 5.
Right. We shot ourselves in the foot a lot last year, and we need to cut down on that.
First huddle for Midwest City, and it didn't go well, but you learn from it here. So it's 2nd and 10 now, back to where it started. It's a handoff, and big hole on the left side.
First down.
And that will be a first down for number 34 for Midwest City, or that's 24, Zoe Everett.
Yeah, that's Everett.
Zoe Everett is the backup.
First down, Midwest City. He had a nice hole. That opened up big. You can see that from here.
Yeah, this is not what we saw against Norman North. And Piedmont's got good returning players. And they're a 6A2 team, not quite as big as Norman North, but so other than that illegal substitution, we like what we're seeing so far against Midwest City. Of course, when they played Piedmont last year, they didn't score at all.
The big man up front is a guy named Willie Cruz, and he is 6'3" and 315 pounds.
All right, to avoid another penalty, they're calling an early timeout as Midwest City will take a quick break. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors.
Okay, we'll get back to that camera commercial in a bit. Second down play fake, and going down, evading the sack is Vaughn. I said he was going down. He gets the throw off, but then it's intercepted. Intercepted by Piedmont, and that may have been an ill-advised throw.
Number 9.
Number 9 for Piedmont, which we don't have him listed here. It may be White Kirkendall. No, that's number 12.
Interception.
Number 9 for Piedmont.
Penalties declined.
Actually, they don't have a number 9 on the roster. There's also a penalty on Midwest City. That will not count. And now Midwest City's defense in a tough test here. They play, does Midwest City, a 4-2 defense with a nickelback. Interesting team to do that against is Piedmont with a flex bone. Quarterback Jordan Holman. Coach Hall, of course, Piedmont's coach is also Coach Hall, as we hope Coach Hall is enjoying retirement from coaching, not from working.
See how they're split, one running back behind the quarterback.
They run it right side. They get a big hole. They get inside the 30. They may score on the first play from scrimmage. They do. Touchdown, Piedmont. Noxton Rallo, the run. Big gaping hole there. And it's 6-0 Wildcats lead the Bombers.
That's what I was talking about. The defensive ends have to pull up, and they got to at least turn that in.
To attempt the point after.
Of course, you can hear Piedmont. They play the same theme song as Carl Albert, which they play the same theme song as Michigan. They'll be coming to the state next week. No awards, extra point is good. 7-0 Piedmont leads the Bombers on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All right, here comes a kickoff for you. This is brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. They are located on 29th and Air Depot near Tinker Air Force Base, 560 West Boeing Drive, Suite A. The number to call is 405-733-7671.
You can receive for the Bombers, Ryan Holloway.
Ryan Holloway back for Midwest City as the Bombers look to shake off a couple of really bad plays as they were looking good. And we got Holloway back. We got Lincoln King at the 20 on our side. We'll see if Bombers get any type of return. It wasn't a clean touchback last time by Noah Ward, so maybe this time we'll get it. No, and looks like we have a penalty on Piedmont. And now we might see a return from Midwest City. So I believe that's a legal procedure.
Penalty marker on the field, offsides on Piedmont.
It's officially an offsides when the kicking team does that. There was some movement past the line before the kick. Midwest City had some good-looking plays their first drive, but then an interception and then a Piedmont touchdown. So two disastrous plays. Maybe they can get a good kick return here if as Noah Ward's 5 yards back, or maybe he'll boom it. Let's see. Here's his second kickoff. This should be returned.
Yep.
This will be returned by Ryan Holloway. Holloway slows down. Now he speeds up. He's got a bit of a gap there.
Good return. And
he'll get to the 34-yard line before a whole bunch of Piedmont Wildcats bring him down. So, yes, better field position than you were looking at. Tom, how about that scoring drive?
That was just a two-play, 40-yard drive, capped off with that long run, and extra point was good, 7-0 Piedmont. I mean, that's just ridiculous. You can't let them get away with doing that. You got to learn how to fill those corners. That's what I was talking about. They need to smash in and don't let the guy get on the outside.
Okay, Valor Vaughn will be back at quarterback. We might see some Lincoln King, but you all love him as a wide receiver. Handoff and going nowhere as Piedmont gets a tackle in the backfield. You talked about that big guy, Tom.
He's a big man. He looks pretty. He's one of the returning starters, too.
Holloway, the handoff.
Tackle made by Willie Cruz.
Willie Cruz.
Also two on the play.
Yeah, you probably got to double him.
He's just a junior this year, too. That's got to make a coach happy.
Well, Piedmont will not. Well, we'll see. We don't know what Middle City's non-district schedule will look like. We don't know what their district schedule will look like. So we do expect them to be back in 5A next year, but they'll reset things for football. All right, so it'll be second and long now for Valor Vaughn. And keeping it, that may have been Lincoln King at quarterback.
Quarterback keeper for 7 yards. Tackled by
Yeah, that was Lincoln King. I'll set up a third down. Of course, when you see Lincoln King in, you do expect more running. As he's a dynamic player.
Yeah, he's a great athlete, no matter where he's playing.
Doesn't mean he can't throw. He's going to be on the field quite a bit. Looks like he's going to stay in at quarterback as he leads the huddle.
Got a 1-2 punch back there.
Third down and 6 for the Bombers. High snap. King to keep it. He eludes one defender, and he will get close. But he'll be about 2 yards short.
Short of the first down. Brings up fourth down.
Come on, Coach.
Easton Callison, the tackle for the Wildcats. See if Midwest City punts. Now,
Down upcoming for the visitors.
Lincoln King, I think, is still a quarterback, but the special teams coach for Midwest City said he might punt. He is back kind of deep to take a snap for a quarterback. So we'll see if they run a play or if he kicks it, quick kicks it. He's going to run with it. He's going to get a first down to midfield. Tom, boy, that shows you something about this Coach Washington there.
I like it. You got to take the chances when you get them.
Ethan Appleby with a tackle. First down for Midwest City. And they keep the drive going. This is it's early, but you know what? When you have that sequence of events you did, if you would love to be able to respond here. They got Valor Vaughn back at quarterback. Handoff right up the middle. Not much there. It's Ryan Holloway again with a handoff. Brody Williams brings them down. It'll be second down and maybe about 9. Or, so they have the marker at. Maybe 9.5.
On the tackle.
Bombers, at some point, they're going to probably need to complete a pass. Here's a second on snap for Vaughn. He will keep it rolling to his right. Fires down the right sideline, pass incomplete. Lincoln King, the intended receiver. So it'll be third down.
Line up front's got to give him some more protection, give him some more time. They can't be rushed, or he's not going to be able to make that pass anyway.
Yeah, the first time Vaughn dropped back, he had really good time. He ended, but that was there was coverage from Piedmont.
For the visitors.
May have had something to do with that. He had nowhere to go with it. He kept it and got a solid run. And do we have a penalty? We have a penalty on Piedmont for defensive holding. Okay, so another first down for Midwest City. They're going to move to the Piedmont 40. They're now on our side of the field here as we are. We got a really good view, but we're not in the mid. We're on the left side. That's where Piedmont was warming up towards that end zone. 2 in the backfield with Valor Vaughn. Twins to the left. Man in motion. It's a jet sweep. And getting inside the 40 there is number 9 for Midwest City. That's Davion Cochran.
83. Brings up second down and 7.
Very different build than his brother Dominique, Tom, but I think he's only a sophomore. I think he's got a lot of potential. So they need to keep going here.
You might apologize. Our screen apparently is a little blurry. I got a notice from my good friend Sean Norman, former Bomber, and he let us know that the screen's looking fuzzy for some reason. So we apologize for that. I'm going to blame the weather.
That's one thing to blame, yes.
Can't be the crew.
First down now. This play looked like it was going to go backwards, and it ends up going backwards. It's a good try there by Zoe Leverett.
You got a yard, maybe. No, it did go backwards.
By the way, Tom, we haven't talked about the assistant coaches for Midwest City, but one of them is the return of Rod Richardson. And he was the offensive coordinator for Midwest City the last time they won a playoff game.
Third down and 9 upcoming for the visitors.
And he's calling the plays right now. He's going to call a 3rd and 9. Now, this may be 4-down territory, even if it's not 4th and short coming up.
It definitely is, because we've got to do something to get our guys going. We need a nice long pass.
Vaughn, well, he got knocked down after the whistles blew. I think they're going to give the Piedmont player the benefit of the doubt.
Did he jump off sides?
Yeah, there's going to be some penalty on. There's going to be 5 yards going one direction or the other here. Let's see.
There, Piedmont's backing up, looks like.
Okay. I think is that encroachment when it happens like that?
Right. And it did look like he got off pretty quick.
Penalty called on the Wildcat.
Well, now it would take a major loss to make this not 4-down territory, but now you got to think, to heck with 4-down territory, get the first down.
Let's get a touchdown. Quit messing around.
Yeah, we'll take that. Back to pass is Vaughn. Immediately under pressure. Needs to get rid of it. He does not. And he goes down beyond the 45-yard line. Number 8, Clayton Harrington brings him down. And so much for 4-down territory. I think now they're going to punt. We're at 4:29 and counting to go in the first quarter. Now it's important for Midwest City to try to pin Piedmont deep. Dominique Cochran, who is an offensive lineman, is going to punt. He will kick as well.
Nice kick. Nice
Get some
kick.
hang time on that. It's going to send the Piedmont player back to the 10.
Good stop. Good stop.
I think Midwest City could have let that hit the ground there.
You know, you don't want to get it away from you.
Okay. Well, you played, not me, as you remind me sometimes.
I don't want a punter or a kicker or anything like that, but it's just, you know.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe, you know, it landed inside the 10 for about the 8 or 9. You could have maybe got on the bounce to see what if it was going to go which direction. But either way, not a bad play at all. Good punt for Cochran, and now Piedmont's got to go 90 yards this time instead of about 40. But now it's the
still need to stop them.
Bombers' defense has got to do better. They didn't look good on their first play from scrimmage. That's why it was only one play.
One running back back there, two running backs. That guy's that was double move. Or was it? They call us offsides?
Washington, I believe the nose guard.
Yeah, he might have jumped.
Was kind of close there. Where that's number 61
Penalty on the play, offsides on
for Midwest City. That is offsides. First and 5 now, and Piedmont will get close to the first down.
Three yards on the carry.
But not quite. And it'll be a second and short coming up. Handoff right up the guts. Going to be a first down for Piedmont.
Got a player down.
Getting the tackle for Midwest City is Joel Villingham, or Villicana. Nathan Crooks got the ball. And, yeah, we do have a Bomber down.
61, I think.
Okay, let's go and take a quick break. Dominique Cochran is the player down. Well, you hate to see that after his good punt. And we'll be back here in a bit on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Can we send something to Eric?
About the what?
About our screen going in?
Well, we can't do anything about it right now. We can try something at halftime.
Okay. But don't let him know. Just
College is more than just going to class.
But he's busy.
College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out
it can be
really
number,
fun
so
and
we probably
rewarding.
should have.
It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life.
Different internet.
Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's the Valor Physical Therapy first quarter. Piedmont leads 7-0. There's 3:26 to go in the first. Dominic Cochran is down. He was not on the starting defensive depth chart, so Bombers have other players there, but you still want Dominique for offense along the offensive line. You love him kicking. He had a good punt, so this will be a big loss for Midwest City. But the Bombers, they got to start toughening up here on defense. Nothing easy about playing the flex bone for Piedmont. Handoff, there's a good defensive play for Midwest City.
Still got him a couple yards. But
several Bombers brought down the Piedmont runner.
Nathan Crooks on the carry for 2 yards.
Nathan Crooks got the handoff. He only got 2. So one of the better defensive plays. And then they drew him off sides. That's 2 this drive.
They're killing us. Just killing us.
Penalty on Midwest City. Offside. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
I believe that was number 55, Tom. I don't have that on the depth chart. And now it's 1st and 5 for Piedmont. Handoff right up the left side.
First down.
It's going to be a first down.
Got 10 yards on that.
Villicana got the tackle for Midwest City. 1st and 10 Piedmont, so they are driving right now. Cooks with another handoff. Well, the 55 for Midwest City's Adrian Jones. Had the wrong number on the depth chart. Had 50. That's our mistake. Piedmont with a first down.
Keeper.
Handoff for the keeper on the right side.
32, nice hit.
Number 32 for Midwest City's Fenric Wren. That was the quarterback, Jordan Holman, keeping it, and we got more flags. Tom, we've had some laundry this game.
It's against them. We'll take it.
Some have been against Piedmont, not all. We've seen plenty of penalties on both.
Well, the White Hat's a good friend of mine, and I've known
he's
him
on the job
officiating, and he said he's got a good crew, and I believe him. And
yeah, you know what? The way I look at it, in non-district games, throw the flags, as many as you want there. It's up to the players to adjust, and hopefully by district play, players will adjust. And you can
was a major
throw less flags. It was a personal foul on Piedmont. This could be a big penalty. Now this is where, Tom, if you give up a first down here, if you're Midwest City, it's going to be a real blow.
Yep.
So first down and over 20, about 23. They're going to still keep it on the ground, and they may get the first down on one play.
And they do.
And they do. And that is a blow.
They had the guy. They got to wrap him up.
It's Cooks again. Trayshawn Lee got the tackle. Strong safety gets a tackle. Then you want it much closer to the line of scrimmage.
Nathan Crooks he's listed as the second team B back. And they just earned him a spot as the number 1 B back.
Well, they got good options. I mean, we're expecting Piedmont to be a very competitive team in 6A1 this year.
Yeah, the left A back, the right A back, and 1 B back right behind the quarterback.
Yeah, the A backs are those kind of lined up as tight ends.
Yeah, like Upman.
Yeah. They fake the handoff. They go left side, and on the pursuit there for Midwest City was Cochran. That's Dominic's brother, Carter Hanraher. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Got the handoff. Hanraher.
I had trouble.
Ugh.
I had trouble with that one also. I said, okay.
That's a good first down run for Piedmont. They're now inside the Midwest City 40.
And they look to get a first down here. And they do. They get a little bit more as they're going to get inside the 25-yard line. Another first down. Well, we got a flag, though. Backus with the run. Ja'Cory Fletcher, we hope to call his name a lot this year on both offense and defense. He makes the tackle there. It's a defensive end in football. Tight end as well. He was on the offensive line last year. And these flags usually are against the offense unless there's a face mask. And it is against Piedmont, holding.
I'll take it.
Well, Tom, if they score a touchdown, imagine how many net yards they got. Or gross yards, I guess.
Gross
would be.
yards,
yeah.
Net, the most they can get is 90.
Right.
But they've been going back and forth with penalties quite a bit.
They've gotten close to 90 this drive if you take out the penalties.
Some of these have been major infractions, too. Right?
Although Midwest City's had a couple early, but.
We just had shooting in our foot infractions. Here, we're going to jump off sides again.
Toss, barely handled, and this is going to be a tackle for the loss.
That's a fill. That's what
Midwest
you need.
City needed that badly. Number 25, Davion Footer. It's spelled F-U-T-T-R, but you pronounce it like it's F-O-O-T-R, like a footer in when Microsoft Word or something like that. Does that make sense, Tom? You're looking at me like
header footer, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's in on the tackle. That's the first tackle for a loss for Midwest City. It's going to bring up third down. Piedmont might be in four-down territory, but they can get a first down by drawing offsides Midwest City. That's 3 this drive. That's Daquan Washington. No excuse for that.
Penalty on the play. Offsides on Midwest City.
But, Tom, I don't know if players are ever taught to take risks there. Or
up 3rd and 3.
If they're taught to always go on the ball. But
I was offensive tackle. I had one eye on the ball, whichever side of the ball I was on.
It's going to be a first down run on third down for
holding
Piedmont. And as they get brought down inside the 5, the ball was down. I think the player was down, not a fumble. And it's going to be first and goal for Piedmont. Cochran with the tackle for Midwest City. Backus the run for Piedmont. And Piedmont is in position here to score their second touchdown. So, again, you had a first and really long early this drive, like a first and 23. You had a 3rd and 8.
55 seconds to go. Let's hope we can hold them out. Clock should be running. There it is.
Midwest City or Piedmont always has a big run when they need it. They're going to get a run here. That's going to be an easy touchdown.
Who is that? What number was that?
Backus with the run. No one got the tackle from Midwest City because it's a touchdown. So the score is going to be 13-0. Piedmont over Midwest City. Extra point pending. Well, this is good preparation for next week, Tom. As Carl Albert will be coming to Midwest City, and they're going to have a experienced offensive line. Oh, bad snap. We'll see if Midwest City can hold it to no extra point. They do.
He turned it over. Run.
That was a heavy hit there for Midwest City by Footer. Footer's making some plays. Get to know Footer. Not pronounced Futter. Just remember that. Okay, so it's only going to be 13-0. Piedmont leads the Bombers. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
call Rob and Will.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Here's another Patrick Newby kickoff. Third one.
No award
about the kickoff for Piedmont. The last kick got returned in part because of an offsides on Piedmont.
Well, they hadn't really kicked it out of the end zone like I was expecting. They bounced out. The first one bounced out. So
Holloway deep to receive for the Bombers.
Holloway is back. Will he get a return? No. This one's laser beam that gets to the end zone for a touchback.
Nice laser shot. That's a good word for that.
All right, Tom. Now, that was a lot to keep track of for that last scoring drive. What do you got?
Drive summary brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This week, come to Madison's Country Cooking at 4747 Southeast 29th Street, Dell City. Use the code word football and receive 10% off of all purchases. Again, the word football is the place to be at Madison. That was a 10-play, 90-yard drive. Extra point was no good. Backus had a 3-yard dive, and extra point was no good. Fumbled snap. It's 13-0 Wildcats.
Okay, so this is the third possession for Midwest City. We'll have Valor Vaughn back at quarterback. Takes a snap, throws a screen pass on the right side, and getting a good first down run. That's Holloway on the catch, and that was a well-designed play.
Swing pass out to Holloway.
I believe that's the third first down for Midwest City. The instant replay brought to you by Triple Elite Screen Printing. Triple Elite, find world-class design and hot new styles. Triple Elite Screen Printing. With us again. We love those guys.
But didn't somebody's grandmother had that? One of our players a few years back? She stayed
that was a different one.
Oh, that's a different one? Well, she's
yes.
Another
screen pass, and it's caught. What a play by Lincoln King as he got spun around but held onto the ball. So, Tom, it was a good catch and a good job holding on to that.
He got spun around.
At the 45-yard line. Were you thinking face mask for a bit? I kind of thought that.
It's just the way he spun around.
May have been the way he was grabbed, yeah. But there is a Piedmont player down, and so Midwest City.
He's going to come off on his own.
Two good design plays. Actually, two Piedmont players down. One's out of your camera shot, which is fine.
I see the one out there, yeah.
We don't want to see that first week, or week 0 as they call it. Nathan Crooks got the tackle. He's active. He's one of their offensive players that gets a lot of handoffs.
First down, Midwest City.
So 1st and 10 for Midwest City. Did we get that replay? Okay, another Triple Elite Screen Printing replay. I'm not always looking at our screen, so I'm just relying on our very experienced producer, Sarai Rawls. She's already put in one full year, but also helped a lot as a freshman, so she's not even a senior yet, Tom.
I think she plays some pretty good basketball, I understand. Is that right? Yeah.
I can't wait for basketball. I shouldn't even talk about it, Tom. I feel like but I got an award for that, I got to say that every now and then for basketball. So, but football is all I care about at the moment, I promise. No matter what happens in these games. Okay, 1st and 10 for Midwest City. Looks like Lincoln King's that quarterback here. He will keep it, follow his blockers. He really didn't have any room to go anywhere. He got brought down to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Stallman. And I think that will end this first quarter. It will. Not a great first quarter by any means for Midwest City, but they got a good drive going perhaps. We'll see what they can do with it as we come to the second quarter. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Okay, Sarai, when we're done with all this, text Maya to get some good coaches shots. Wait till you have time to do that. Now, Do you know how to take timeouts off? Because Midwest City needs a timeout
Tommy's
taken off.
Express Car Wash,
Scoreboard.
we know how to
Remember
love
how to
your
do that?
ride. Try the Works Wash
What?
with our signature 14-step
Okay.
cleaning process,
Awesome. Well, good.
engineered to
That's
shine
great
and
to
shield
hear.
your car from the
Second
elements.
quarter should
From
be-
breaking down dirt and bugs with our detox pre-wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our
Toonie Vice
ceramic
Houses
body
will be the quarter
wax.
sponsor.
Give your car the best with our
For
top
some reason,
wash.
I had the order
Then
wrong
complete the
in
clean
here,
with
but
free
I'm
vacuums
gonna
and
go
mat
Toonie
washers.
Vice Houses.
Download our
Whataburger
app
will
and
be
get
the
your
second
first
half,
30 days
third
of the
quarter.
works for free. Tommy's Express. Love
One.
your ride.
Can display a bumper. And again, we can cut off a bumper anytime. Let me see this real quick. That'll work next time. Okay, Tom, 4. Hey, Tom, watch that. You already had on. Okay, sorry you had to hear all that, but we didn't say anything too bad on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're going to bring you the second quarter brought to you by Toonie Vice Houses. Midwest City now flipping sides. They have the ball in the Piedmont 45-yard line. All the scoring has been going in that direction. That's 2 touchdowns by Piedmont. Hopefully the Bombers can get back in this thing. Vaughn, low snap, and he got rid of it. It's caught by, I believe that was a running back. That's Leverett.
It's still a good play for the simple fact he didn't let it get intercepted.
Yeah. For a second, I thought, is that a lineman catching it? That
Yeah,
was
that
not.
That would have been bad.
6-yard loss on the play.
So it's still a bad play for Midwest City. Now, you can't blame Leverett for catching it.
No.
But it
kept
probably would have
else-
been good if he just batted it
But
down.
it kept somebody else from intercepting it.
Right.
3rd down and 16. Up
So that's a
coming
big,
for the
and
visitors.
again, that's the
Let's
problem for
hear you,
Midwest City is have some drive-killing offensive plays where they get tackled for a big loss and they can't recover. We'll see what happens here, but a down and distance you want to avoid. 3rd and long, and then we got to whistle. Another flag, I believe, unless there's a timeout called. I don't see the laundry, but
Yeah, it's Midwest City.
that's going to make it 3rd and 21, a delay a game. First game mistakes. Just hopefully that's all they are. Hopefully all they are is first half of the first game mistakes.
21 for the Bombers.
Ball will be moved back to the Midwest City 34-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 21. This is the Toonie Vice Houses second quarter. Vaughn, he's going to unload one, and there's contact. But incidental contact is what it's ruled. I believe Lincoln King was the intended receiver. Hey, you got to try that on 3rd and way long. Lincoln King was the intended receiver.
Marker on the field.
We do have a penalty, but it wasn't close to the play. It's close to the Piedmont sideline near the line of scrimmage. So I'm not sure what we're going to see.
Sideline warning. I'll bet you.
I'm not sure what Piedmont's upset about. They got a 3rd and 21, an incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th and 21.
It looked like they got tangled up, and our receiver pushed him a little bit.
No, it's a penalty on Midwest City that will be declined. So
Legal procedures. So.
they had a good punt at Midwest City, their previous punt attempt. That was Dominic Cochran, but he then got hurt. Lincoln King can also punt. Don't think you would see a fake from here. He's a threat to fake under different circumstances.
The kick number 2, Lincoln King.
And we hope Dominic Cochran's okay, but he recently got hurt, so it makes sense that he's not punting here. High snap, but Lincoln King gets it easily.
Good
The lefty, Lincoln King, punts with his right foot. And then it was caught by a fielder for Midwest City. I believe that was Peterson, Latavion Peterson. And that's one, Tom, he probably should have let go, but he kind of got too close to the ball is what happened, and it bounced right to him. Okay, so it's the 3rd possession for Piedmont. They've had a long scoring drive and a short scoring drive. We're hoping there's no scoring drive here, but for the most part, it looks like they've been able to run the ball at will. Led by Jordan Holman, their quarterback. Handoff, big hole. But it'll be about a 5-yard gain. It got closed in a hurry. including Bomber defenders like number 10, Lucas Brown. Brackus, the handoff. It's Brooks Brackus for Piedmont.
Gain of 6 brings up second down.
So it's a gain of 6. See if Tom and Middle City can plug up the middle there a little better. Day is right up the middle there. Hopefully he can do something.
There he is.
Nope, it's going to be a good run for Piedmont as they get a first down. Tackle eventually made by Footer, but another first down for Beckus.
Brings up Carter Chevrolet. First down and 10, Wildcat.
What they do so well. And when they can avoid penalties, Piedmont is just really tough. As they get a first down there. And this is the type of drive they want. It's the one they had last drive where they just eat up a lot of clock. And they're going to try to do that again here. Hand up off the middle. This time is good defensive play for Midwest City.
Who's that underneath?
Was that Day?
Number 8, yes.
Well, actually, number 8's Fletcher. Jakari Fletcher makes the play there.
Backus again on the carry.
Backus with a carry for Piedmont. Now, Tom, what we haven't really seen is 2 good defensive plays in a row for Midwest City.
That's right. And
so we're going to see that here, maybe.
That or we're jumping off sides is the reason we can't.
Yeah. Well, that has been a problem, too. 2nd and 8. Getting a handoff up the middle and a good misdirection. Fake. It's going to be a nice fake. It faked me out. That's number 25 for Piedmont, Carter. Again, the hard name to pronounce, Heinrihar.
On the carry,
Richard Harris, and on the tackle for Midwest City.
Wildcat first down.
And that's what we're talking about. You get a good defensive play, but Piedmont gets a big play.
I'm going to call it Heinrihar.
I won't argue.
Nice stop. Oh, face mask.
And not a bad job for Midwest City plugging up the middle there.
Might have had a hand on the face
One
mask.
of the tacklers is Caleb Stevens. Again, he comes over from basketball. Crooks, the handoff for Piedmont. So
Nathan Crooks on the carry. Gain of 2 yards.
A couple of good first down defensive plays for Midwest City. Can they get good second down defensive plays here? See a towel being thrown off. It's always interesting when you see that, Tom. A towel, you don't expect to see a towel being thrown as part of the football play. They're going to throw it. They got a man open, and it's a touchdown for Piedmont. What a throw by Jordan Hallman. You don't see that often. You got to get a team selling out against the run, and that's what they did. And Piedmont goes up 19-0. So much for ball control there. This is actually ended up being a pretty quick drive.
Down Wildcats. Number 16, Dennis Stallman.
But Piedmont is rolling right now.
Correction, Jonte Holt on the reception for the touchdown.
Jonte Holt, I believe, and we don't say Piedmont's receivers very often. But yes, Jonte Holt, number 18, with the catch.
Ford's kick was blocked.
Kick was blocked, though, by Midwest City, so another touchdown with no point after for Piedmont, and it's 19-0. Wildcats over the Bombers. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558. Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're about to have another Patrick Newby kickoff. Patrick Newby. The Newby Agency has been serving Midwest City for a long time, and we appreciate that they sponsor kickoffs this year. Owned and operated for over 40 years. Located off of 29th and Air Depot near Tinker Air Force Base. Call them at 405-733-7671. Onside kick, and it might be recovered by Piedmont.
They got it.
It's going to be.
They got it.
I think they do got it.
22 got it.
That's Backus who caught it, and
recovered by the Wildcats. Number 22.
When it rains, it pours, so Piedmont will keep the ball here.
Brings up by Carter Chevrolet. First down and 10.
Keep smiling, Tom. Keep smiling. It's got to get positive here in a little bit.
Well, you got 8:27 to go until halftime, if that's what you mean. No, it will get positive, just not this half. There's a good positive play. It's a question of can you build on that. Nice play by Daquan Washington when he plays nose guard, Tom. You know, he's, I think, the only lineman over 300 pounds for Midwest City. He's a big guy, and he plugged that hole beautifully, got the tackle. And, again, it's a question of, for Midwest City, when they defend well on first down, can they do it on second down?
Yeah, this flex bone's just, it's something different. And
another handoff up the middle.
missed
and
tackle,
again,
missed tackle.
A good defensive play followed by a bad one, and a first down for Piedmont. Making the tackle for Midwest City there was Lee. Cooks, also Aiden Sutton was in on that tackle. Crooks the handoff. And Piedmont will now have the ball at the Bomber 29-yard line, looking to go up 25-0 or more. Take one handoff, toss on the left side. This is where Midwest City Speed, you hope, gets a stop, and they eventually got good pursuit. But maybe a late hit. Getting the tackle for Midwest City was Trayshawn Lee.
Ethan Burns on the carry.
Ethan Burns got the carry. We'll see if that was thrown in the territory of a late hit out of bounds. The refs will confer with the Piedmont coach. I believe that's Jeff Hall they're looking on. Very interested in what they call here.
Personal foul.
It is a late hit against Midwest City. And Piedmont will advance the ball another 15 yards, I believe. By the way, we want to thank Toonie Bice Houses for sponsoring this second quarter, sorry. Toonie Bice Houses, they buy and renovate homes. They lease and own or finance homes throughout the state of Oklahoma. Call them at 405-931-3046. Now it's a red zone opportunity for Piedmont. When Midwest City, if they ever have a red zone chance, it will be a Sovereign Bank red zone. We'll see if they can get one this game. It's the second red zone opportunity for Piedmont. They have 2 long touchdowns also. Man in motion, toss on the right side.
There's a block in the back. Why don't we call it?
They don't call the block in the back, and they evade a tackle, and they score. That's Rallo for Piedmont with a good run. Noxton Rallo, no tackle for Midwest City. Looked like Holloway was, I think, was it number 1, was about to, but he just couldn't close the deal. And it's 25-0. Wildcats are demolishing Midwest City.
The runner was down.
Oh, wait, is it not a touchdown? No. Like they have a 25 on the scoreboard.
It is a touchdown. I don't know why.
Have a player down?
Yeah, 17's down. He's the one that had the ball.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, he scored. He's back down on
That's
the
Rallo again.
Rallo.
Injury timeout on the field.
Far corner of the end zone. Well, we've seen a lot of flags this game and a lot of injuries. One for Midwest City, and here's a more serious one for Piedmont. He does get up, though, so I think we'll hold off on taking a break. And it is 25-0. Well, you knew going into this game, Tom, that Piedmont was going to have certain advantages here, and they've played like it.
They play like a team.
Well, they've been doing this system for a few years now, I believe since 2019. So that's years, just like that was the first year for us on the OSNs. Now year 7 for Piedmont with Coach Hall. And of course, being Jeff Hall, we had a good conversation with him Wednesday night.
On to attempt the point after number 30, Noah Ward.
All right, Noah Ward. Now, the Piedmont did not convert their last 2 extra point attempts.
Not his fault. There's been a high snap and the last one was just blocked.
Low snap there, but
not
really a problem. The extra point this time is good. Your score, Piedmont 26, Midwest City 0, 7:12 to go in the second quarter. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
On the Oklahoma Sports Network, as we're about to bring you another Patrick Newby kickoff. Jordan Ray, Tom Carpenter here. It has been all Piedmont so far. And we will try when we get to halftime to improve the video quality here. By the way, Tom, you need to give us, after this kick, 2 scoring recaps or drive summaries, because we missed out on the one after the 3rd touchdown for Piedmont because of the onside kick. Kind of disrupted us here. Surely you won't see another onside kick. You do see a short one, and it's bobbled, but Midwest City catches it. They're going to try to get a return going. And they will get a return going.
Lincoln King.
Well, that's Lincoln King. Getting inside the 40, by far the best field position for Midwest City. All right, Tom, take it away with all these scoring drives.
All right, the first time they scored before the onside kick was a 71-yard, 6 plays with a Holman to Holt 35-yard pass. Ward's extra point was no good. This time, after the onside kick, they took over with the 46-yard lines, had a 4-play, and had a dive from Rollo. He's a pretty good athlete. Got hurt on the play, but I think he's going to be back out there. Extra point was good, and it's now 26-0 Wildcats. Bombers need to step it up, get something on the board.
Ballard Vaughn trying to lead Midwest City to their first points. They did get in Piedmont territory before.
Nice
hand off to Ryan Holloway, and Holloway evaded one would-be tackler, pushes on ahead. He will get close to a first down there.
About 9 yards, buddy. Is our instant replay?
Triple lead screen printing.
Holloway brought down by number 1, Ethan Burns.
Ethan Burns, the tackle for Piedmont. this time again. And this is what we see from Midwest City. They get a good run or two, and then they get tackled in the backfield. For Piedmont, number 2 with a tackle.
Back on the play by number 2, Gavin Mason.
Gavin Mason with a tackle. Holloway, the ball carrier for Midwest City. And Piedmont's been able to get someone in the backfield pretty quickly.
Third down upcoming for the visitor.
So it's going to be third down. It's not too long to go because they got a good play on first down. Vaughn throws it way past the intended receiver.
Had a lot of pressure from number 71.
Lincoln King, the intended receiver.
Jess Gill. He got right in on. He was in on the quarterback. We can't have that.
It's 4th down and 7.
They got to go for it.
Yeah, I agree.
We got to get something on the board for half.
But you got to hold the line. Well, the ref's moving the ball here. But now that makes it 4th and 7. It's got to get good pass protection here. Assuming it's a pass.
Yeah.
And they're drawing offside, so now it may not be a pass.
Yay. Our guys didn't jump.
Is that Landon Davis, who's a safety? Is that what we got? That's interesting.
He's going to get a talking to.
Yeah, it's coming out of the game.
Offsides on the Wildcats. Still 4th down.
Now you got to go for it. Well, you were going to anyway. May try to draw him off again. If you can't draw him off, you might as well use another timeout. Or they're going to use a timeout early on. We do have a timeout. Who's it on?
Midwest City.
It's Midwest City's timeout. We'll take a quick break. You are watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558. Back.
We're back.
We are back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Midwest City trying to make this respectable. They need to convert on 4th down and about 2, a long 2.
Got a shoelace timeout.
Zoe Leverett is the running back. And I think Lincoln King is that quarterback. This is the guy you want on 4th and short as a quarterback. On 4th and long, you want him as a wide receiver. You wish there was 2 Lincoln Kings. Instead, he just wears number 2. They hand it off to Zoe Leverett, but that was going nowhere. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And, Tom, just not the push you were hoping for.
No, I mean,
I think Landon Davis got the tackle.
It's like you said, they're not putting 2 plays together, offense or defense.
That's, yeah. You had an offsides. You thought that offsides was going to open up something for you, but, they couldn't. They just can't run the ball with any consistency. 5:41 to go. Piedmont scored a touchdown every time they've had the ball. Handoff right side. And a big gain for Piedmont. It looks like they got a first down. That's Backus with it. Ja'Cory Fletcher eventually got the tackle.
Brings up a Carter Chevrolet first down and 10.
It'll be a Piedmont first down. They're going to let the clock run, as they may have a player down. They do, so now they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now they stopped it. Well, at least it's not the heat.
No, this is August. I've never seen a cooler August day for a high school football game.
This is usually the time of year they're showing people on the news frying eggs on the sidewalk, and not today.
Not this week. It's been cooler and wet. Thankfully, it's not wet right now, just cool. All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
And we're back.
And we're back here. 1st and 10 for Piedmont as they look to get past the 30-point barrier. Handoff right up the gut. Middle City was ready for that. They have defended the inside run pretty well at times.
Fairly well. I noticed the trainer out there is the same guy that comes out to the baseball and softball games for Piedmont. Real nice guy, a hard worker. He makes sure we stay hydrated on the field. So he's doing the same thing. He's out there, both teams. He's out there helping if a player goes down.
I think that was that Leverett on the tackle? I didn't know he was playing defense. But I think that was Zoe Leverett. 2nd and 8. Again, can they make a third down happen?
They did.
It's hard to tackle them, I'll tell you that, but they do eventually get him down. Caleb Stevens the tackle, so we'll be 3rd and short, though. Let's kind of want to avoid 3rd and short. Holman kept the ball for Piedmont before Caleb Stevens brought him down.
They got something going on. What's going on? Is there a flag?
There has been a few flags this game. Yeah, it is a flag.
Yep.
It's on Piedmont.
Illegal formation against the Wildcats.
Which means that we'll redo 2nd down.
We'll replay 2nd down.
So we may not see it. We'll see if we get to a 3rd down. There has not been many 3rd downs. Piedmont gets tackled for no gain, a short gain, a loss on 1st down. They get a big play on 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 13. Sweep.
Right there.
And they eventually get him down short of the 1st down, but it's about where they would have been anyway. As Fletcher gets the tackle. That's Hennerhar with a handoff for Piedmont. They hit you hard on that sweep, and you're not seeing enough outside pursuit there for Midwest City.
No, we're not getting the containment we need for this flex bone formation. We're not getting enough.
3rd and 6, and they couldn't avoid the
again.
offsides. Just how many times are you going to do that before you learn your lesson? But Day Jones moved early, and
offsides on the bomber.
you had a 3rd and 6. It's going to be actually a 1st down, so it's 3rd and 5. So you don't even get a 3rd down play. First and 10 for Piedmont at the Midwest City 44-yard line. Handoff,
nice.
Again, a good tackle. They're trying to run the ball right up the middle there, and Midwest City's gotten better and better at that. That, again, is Zoe Leverett with the tackle. It'll be no gain, 2nd and 10. No, they gain something. I believe it's 2nd and 9. They have 2nd and 7 on the scoreboard.
That's what I'm looking at.
That's not 3. They didn't get 3 yards.
That's a short, a long. Let's call it a long 7.
And then they call a penalty. Is that a face mask on Midwest City? Looks like it's not going to matter.
15-yard penalty on the Bombers.
Personal foul, face mask on Midwest City. That's 2 personal fouls this quarter on the Midwest City defense. And again, they just can't sustain success on either side of the ball. Ball marked at the Midwest City 28-yard line. It's been all Piedmont. Holman handoff. And it's going to be close to another first down for Piedmont.
Not too short.
Brooks Backus on the carry.
Backus with a carry.
Good for 8 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and 2. It got an 8-yard gain. Ball now at the 20-yard line. So 2nd and 2. Handoff. It's going to be a first down. Not a bad defensive play, but it was just 2nd and short. So Piedmont got what they wanted. Easton Hill, the tackle for Midwest City. Whenever I see the name Easton, I think Carl Albert because they had so many players the name Easton. Speaking of that, that's a kind of a crude segue to the next week's game. Midwest City will have their home opener against the 3-time defending 5A champs, Carl Albert Titans, who are currently on a 39-game win streak. Clock is down to 2:02. We have a timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Go ahead and take one here. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558. All right, again, we got 2:02 to go in the first half. Piedmont with another red zone opportunity, looking to score their 5th touchdown as they have dominated this game. Handoff right off. No, it's a fake and then again. Not good tackling.
I was going to make fun of you. Said he don't have the ball.
Holman kept it, yeah.
Fake.
Spectacular fake, and Holman has had a solid game at quarterback. Has a touchdown pass. He hasn't run the ball too often, but you know he can. 1st and goal, Piedmont. They're going to run out as much clock as they can. Midwest City only has 1 timeout, so not a whole lot they can really do here.
They can stop them, let them run out the clock.
Handoff right side.
Short.
He got tripped up, and
He's about a yard short.
You're okay with that if you're Piedmont because you get to run more clock.
Brooks Backus with the carry.
Backus with a carry.
To the 1.
Fenric Wren, the tackle. Of course, we know him as Bernie's brother. And this clock will run to under a minute to go. Second down for the Wildcats. Quarterback will keep it.
He's way in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Piedmont. So Jordan Holman has a touchdown pass and now a touchdown run for the Piedmont Wildcats. They go up 32-0. The domination continues.
No Ward on to attempt the point after.
Piedmont is 2 for 4 for extra point attempts, although Ward has made every one he's kicked that's gotten past the Midwest City line. That one does. And now your score is 33-0.
Your score, Wildcats 33.
Piedmont
Bombers.
leads Midwest City. We're going to keep it here as we near halftime. We're 43 seconds away from it. We want to thank, we're not saying them often this game. Hopefully we will soon. Sovereign Bank is our Red Zone sponsor, but we use that when Midwest City gets into the Red Zone. We want to thank them now. They're dedicated to empowering your financial goals and serving the Midwest City community. Visit their Middle area. That's 2600 South Douglas Boulevard, zip code 73130, member FDIC. And we have another Patrick Newby kickoff. They're your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance Agency. They're family owned and operated and have been serving the public for over 40 years now. They're located off of 29th and Air Depot near Tinker Air Force Base. Come by and see them. 560 West Boeing Drive, Suite A. Give them a call at 405-733-7671. All right, Tom, we've got some time here because we're going to take a break. You want to give us that scoring recap?
Yeah, drive summaries brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This week, come to Madison's Country Cooking at 4747 Southeast 29th Street in Del City. Say the code word football and receive 10% off purchases. Again, the word is football. And the place to be is Madison's. That was a 10-play, 64-year drive capped off by a Holman quarterback keeper and another kick by Noah. Extra point was good. 33-0, Wildcats.
Yeah, and hey, listen, please, at some point, listen to our broadcasts when we give you the code word for Madison's. You want to take advantage of it sometime this week. That's a great diner to go to, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yeah, it's family owned, and it's.
Yep.
You're talking about some good home cooking.
Absolutely. So, 10%.
Holloway to receive for the Bombers.
Why not take advantage of that? If you get something for $20, you pay only $18. I think I did the math right there, Tom.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. This is a booming kick.
Short.
But it will be returned by the up man there.
Oh. Nice tackle.
Midwest City's had some good kick returns, actually. As that was Footer. I keep saying, I want to say Footer every time I see his name. It's Footer. I should spell it Footer. We're down to 36 7/10 of a second to go in the second quarter. A rough first half for the first game for Jaquez Washington. But you know what? Piedmont will not be a team you have to worry about in the playoffs. They're in 6A. So look on the bright side there. And the Bombers will have 4 non-district games to prepare themselves for district play. That's when you determine if you're going to make the playoffs or not. Valor Vaughn throws it short, leads his receiver, short gain, but they do get a gain. That's, I believe, number 9 for Midwest City. He wears a different helmet. That's Davion Cochran. Kirkendall, the tackle, Wyatt Kirkendall for Piedmont.
He wears that protective concussion helmet. I don't blame him. I think that would make it mandatory.
Who cares if it looks different, you know? I agree. We're down to under 10 seconds to go.
He launches one.
They're going to fire one down the left side.
Got him.
And it's caught and out of bounds. That's Lincoln King. That's why you don't want to play him a quarterback, Tom. He's too good as a wide receiver. And Midwest City will have a chance to do something with 1 1/10 to go. So that's their biggest play there. Lincoln King with just a great sideline route there. And the thing is, Tom, though, your kicker, Dominic Cochran's hurt. I don't think you would kick it from this distance anyway, though.
No. Got 1 second left. It's just a Hail Mary.
But I think it's important. Get that Hail Mary off. Get a good throw. That means the offensive line needs to hold tight. We have seen a breakdown from time to time in pass coverage. Give Valor Vaughn a chance. I think the Bombers do they have a timeout? I thought they had one left, but they may have used it when there was one timeout. I wasn't sure who called it recently. There's some confusion right now.
Oh, they set it back to 3.2 seconds. That's what they did.
Doubt that's going to matter, but.
Well, we'll get one play off, that's for sure.
He's out of bounds. The clock should be stopped. Until now. Here we go. Vaughn, can he get rid of it? He's rolling to his right. He needs to get rid of it. He just can't. He just should have let it go.
Should have just let it go and take a chance.
Just heave it. Instead, he gets sacked.
That ends the first quarter.
Brogan Dietz gets the sack, and that's how the half will end.
33, Bombers, 0.
So we'll head to halftime. We'll have some halftime sponsors for you when we get back here and have some marching band action. You are watching Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
One more round of applause for your Piedmont varsity dance team.
Still fuzzy on my phone. Yeah. Clear on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field for a halftime performance, your 2025-2026 Piedmont Varsity Cheer Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field, under the direction of Mr. Jeff Yankee, led by drum majors Ali Denny, Ethan Deep, and Darby Day, the Pride of Piedmont! ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Piedmont.
back.
All right, we are back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We tried a couple things to get a clearer picture. We apologize. We've tried multiple things that, unfortunately, we just aren't getting a clear picture here at Piedmont. Well, you know what? It's not. We don't expect it to be like this for the rest of the season. We expect good connections whenever we're at a Mid-Dale place. So that's our 4 home games plus at Dell City. And hopefully when we go to Putnam City West, Newcastle, those are places we either haven't been to or haven't been to in a while. And also a new place at Douglas High School. We hope, closer to the metro area. We hope to have a good signal for that. We've been to Lawton many times, and we've always had a good connection there. And that's another place that we're going to be at this year for Midwest City Bomber football. So we're optimistic that whatever we're having struggles with here video-wise, it will get better by our next game. Okay, halftime sponsors. We have 2 of them. We are very excited to have more Madisons for you. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, this week come to Madison's Country Cooking at 4747 Southeast 29th Street, Dell City, and say the code word football and receive 10% off all purchases. Again, the word is football, and the place to be is Madison's. Also, another halftime sponsor is Bomber Nutrition. Life is great at Bomber Nutrition. Their new location is 1040 North Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City. And they are now owned and operated by a great couple that James, however you say that plurally. And please go and check them out. We haven't had them in the last couple of years, but Bomber Nutrition is a place that we always love to have because they're the Bombers, and even if they move a little farther away. All right, Tom, for Midwest City, this is the first game of their new head coach, of course, Jacques Washington. And if you look back to last year, there were struggles last year, and it was they relied a lot on seniors last year. So, even though we got a few players we're familiar with, like Lincoln King, or on the line, Daquan Washington, Day Jones, but really just mostly a lot of new players that aren't used to this. Piedmont has, I believe, 7 returning starters on offense, 8 on defense, or maybe the other way around. That's still a lot, both sides. So, this kind of played out like you probably would expect.
Well, yeah, a little bit, but
doesn't mean it's not disappointing.
They knew they ran the flex bone, and at times we mastered it on defense. We could stop them completely, but there's other times where they just didn't catch the pitch man or didn't get the fake and quarterback keep. They just didn't catch it. And that's what they've got to do to get in front of these guys.
Okay, so we're about to start the third quarter. Can you try to run the camera until Bernie gets there? All right, third quarter brought to you by Whataburger. And listen to this. Whataburger and Midwest City off of 15th Street. You can come by there after the game for a free medium fry with any purchase. Just say you're with Midwest City High School and the mascot sent you.
It's time for the second
Only
half
good
of
on game day. Only at the 15th Street location. That's Whataburger. They are awesome. I'm so happy we have that new Whataburger between Midwest City and Dell City High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. There was a set of keys found in the parking lot. If you're missing a set of keys to a Honda,
as rough as the night has been, Tom, we could be the person who's missing a set of keys.
I'm fixing to reach for mine.
I got 2 sets of keys, and they're both with me here. So
nope, I've got mine. I at least can make it home.
That's right. And along with everything else, Piedmont gets the ball first.
Well, hopefully they'll take a look at some younger guys. Not pour it on too much.
Midwest City, number 22, Noah Sharp.
Yeah, so Piedmont's had the ball 5 times. They've gotten 5 touchdowns. Midwest City's had a turnover on downs, a couple of punts where I think the frustrating thing there was that they took a big sack or a big tackle for a loss. And then there was an onside kick, so really it's 2 turnovers. Short kick fielded near the 30. But we see good team speed there for Midwest City.
Got about the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Clayton Harrington on the return. Brings up a Carter Chevrolet. First down and 10.
So 1st and 10 for Piedmont. I believe that's still Jordan Holman at quarterback. And now we're ready to begin the Whataburger 3rd quarter.
Gives it to the
handoff to the big guy. Bombers have defended that inside run well. So when they go to the outside, Daquan Washington, one of the Bombers in on the tackles as Crooks got another handoff. Or sorry, no, it's Backus that got the handoff for the Wildcats. It's going to be 2nd down and about 10. And we're happy now to have for you a clock. So very excited about that. We, of course, reset the timeouts, by the way, so you see both teams with a full allotment of 3 timeouts. And we got 2nd down. Quarterback faked.
Good option.
Toss. But I believe that was Ja'Cory Fletcher who made a good play there. That's what you got to see. That open field tackle has to be made.
But he needs to be filling a lot more than that. He should have met the guy at least by the line of scrimmage and brought
Carter
him down.
Hagenhauer on the carry. Your attention, please. Will the owner of the Polaris?
So it does force a 3rd down. Now I believe we have a Bomber player down on the 0 at the 40 near the Midwest City sideline. It's not high. It's not dehydration, of course, but still, unfortunately, some first-game injuries. We've already seen Dominique Cochran go down. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Move City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Loading onto our conveyor belt is incredibly low stress and easy. The conveyor belt can fit vehicles up to 96 inches wide, so even dually trucks can fit. As you approach the tunnel, use the large red balls as a visual to guide you onto the belt. Slow your vehicle down and follow the prompts on the screen. No more worrying about damaging your rims and tires with an old-fashioned chain and pulley system.
Try it out and love your ride.
And we're back.
We are back. New City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It is the 3rd down. New City first and foremost needs to avoid an offsides. And then we'll see if they can force a punt. Handoff.
Nice.
And he will be short of the 1st down. This will be the first 4th down that they faced. There's Ja'Cory Fletcher again as Backus got the handoff.
I'm thinking there was some halftime discussion about filling the holes.
Backus on the carry.
Wrapping up a little good. Let's see what they can do right here.
Well, the dark Mustang, parked by the baseball field. Please move your vehicle.
Well, I think you see that Piedmont, they want to keep this clock run, so they're going to go for it in their own territory, which is a little surprising. Or maybe they're trying to draw them off sides. Which
it's less than 5 yards.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Even if it was 4th and 6, I'd try to do it.
Yeah, it's shot clock's under 7 now.
No, they will go for it. They're going to pass. They got
intercepted. Oh.
You don't want it intercepted, though. On 4th down like that is a good non-interception and a good defensive play there made by Lucas Brown. Middle City gets a stop on defense. And I'm really surprised Piedmont did that, but it's 33-0. Not that they have much to worry about. But I don't know why you wouldn't punt in that situation. After it looks like Bombers were going to be finally disciplined and not go off sides.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure they got a good discussion on that part too at halftime.
Yeah. Also, it's weird that Piedmont going for it on 4th down and even 4th and 4 for them it's a running situation usually. So anyway, just surprising, but
trying to catch us off guard.
Either way, it's going to be Bomber football as they've had their best defensive sequence, and let's see if they got something to build on there. It's going to be Holloway, the handoff. He just went sideways and then goes backwards.
Lost about 7.
Yeah, those outside runs just they take too long to develop right now, it seems like, as Gavin Mason made the stop.
Gavin Mason on the tackle. Loss of 3.
.924 and counting. I don't need to say that anymore. We got a clock finally. We just haven't had that very often in the last couple of seasons. 2nd and long. Going for a screen pass, but this one, they ran a similar play to Lincoln King earlier the game, and this one was thrown too far in front of him.
He came up limping a little bit.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 14 for the visitor.
So what can Midwest City do on offense here? Aiden Sutton will check out. Vaughn gets his play in. And here we go, 3rd and long. Fake the handoff. Vaughn goes to the short side.
Gonna have a holding call.
Gets a throw off, and it's incomplete. And we're expecting, according to Tom, a holding penalty on Midwest City. Yep, there's the flag near the 50.
Or it could be a personal foul.
Maybe a late hit, you mean?
Well, I think they were fighting over there. I don't know for sure.
Either way, we have seen our share of penalties, and they have been about even, Tom.
Yeah,
that's not that the score's not even, unfortunately, but the flags have been. We've seen penalties both ways. As the refs have a bit of an extended discussion here. And now we're going to see what the call is by Tom's buddy, who's been doing this for quite a while.
41 years.
Well, it is a personal foul against Piedmont.
Late hit out of bounds.
And that will be a first down. So the Bombers get a conversion on 3rd and long thanks to a penalty. It's going to be 1st and 10. And this is about where Midwest City's had a couple of drives stalled. And let's see if they can get their first points of the season now. You got Holloway in the backfield with Vaughn. Twins to the right, and now a flag.
Nope, timeout.
Timeout. It's Piedmont's timeout. I think this is the first time up they've taken. All right, we'll take a quick break. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Okay, Tom, they're taking a bit of time here in this timeout, longer than normal timeout, and you were talking about off the air a reason why, potentially?
I think it could be a second foul on the kid, and they're writing it up. They're just all the refs are over there discussing something. So I'm sure that's what it is. Because
now that I see that, and I'm not criticizing these refs. I don't know of anything that questionable really, but I do remember other seasons that it did seem like the refs were all so rusty to begin the season, and they had to take more time figuring stuff out. And usually that got better as the season went on.
Piedmont Athletics supporter and your comprehensive.
And this is really like the first time where I'm like, they're kind of taking longer than usual to get things going here. So,
offering a variety of smiling
well, he's talking to Coach over there from Midwest City. And
early treatment and surgical orthodontics. Call for a free consultation.
A lot of hand gestures when you're doing that.
8151 or visit them online.
I know the last thing I want to do is discuss things with a coach after we've made a call.
So is Coach Washington maybe wanting someone from Piedmont, a player, written up?
To the front gate, please.
I don't know, but there was a bit of a discussion there.
They're moving the button. They're moving the chains back.
Oh no, that's why. They're undoing the personal foul called, and that timeout for Piedmont worked.
Now it's holding against Midwest City. Personal foul, so it should offset.
So we may need to change it down in distance here.
No, and he's going to march it back. They shouldn't be moving the chains. It's just do-over.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the previous play, there was a holding penalty. And then a late hit.
Well, you did call it, Tom. You said there was a holding penalty on that throw.
The mark-off will place the ball at the 40-yard line.
I think that is correct, by the way, but that's frustrating for Midwest City that and of course, if Piedmont hadn't called that timeout, but the good timeout for them.
For Midwest City.
But because it's a personal foul, it's the first down for Midwest City.
They got the officials going the wrong. They got that chain game. They're confused. Their chain is way off.
It's important for the refs not to confuse the chain gain, as the players are set up for this next play, but the chain gain is definitely not ready. Not if it's 1st and 10, which is what the scoreboard shows. That's what we have. Yeah, again, there were quite a few penalties in the first half, but there was no confusion. Like now there's some confusion. That's what has you getting patient a little bit as a fan.
The chains are going the wrong direction.
Right, so they can't – players are ready to play, but they can't do anything until the chains are ready. The chain gain knows what they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to be.
They got to move it.
Looks like the ball is firmly at the Piedmont 40. Bombers looking for their first points of the season.
Maybe it's first down in an inch. I don't know
if I've ever seen that before. Want to remind you next week, we hope to have a much better picture for you. For those that are watching with not a clean picture, we apologize for that, but we will be back home. So usually
we have good connections.
Usually there's no problems there. Well, we had a good coaches show, Tom. We're just doing a Midwest City coaches show this year, and so we're going to the same place, just in a little different location.
Right.
That coaches show was done inside the coaches room in the practice facility. Really nice. It was great to do that. We hope to have the second episode for you this coming Tuesday at 5 p.m. The way it looks now, it's 1st and 5. One of the longest delays I've ever seen. I know we had long delays early in the previous seasons, Tom, but this may be a record.
Now it's 2nd and 5.
Okay, so we're keeping Sarai busy, our producer.
I don't know.
It is 2nd and 5. They haven't changed it on the scoreboard yet. Throwing is Vaughn, and he just couldn't find anyone. Now he scrambles and throws that away.
Good throw.
So that's nothing that needs to happen for Midwest City. They need to get that initial target open. It's going to make it 3rd and 5. I do like that Piedmont plays the beginning of Hell's Bells when there's 3rd down for the other team. I've seen
3rd down and 5.
I think I've seen NFL teams do that, college teams do that.
Oh yeah.
It's a great piece of music for that. 3rd and 5 for Midwest City. Trying to make something happen.
Let's go, go, go,
Vaughn
go,
rolls
go,
left.
Throw it, throw it.
Again, throws it with some traffic. It's
were
hard to
out.
throw to his left. He's Lincoln King, the intended receiver, Tom, but what's so hard is he's throwing not only to his going to his left, but he's getting heat right away.
King did a button hook and he threw it over his head, so perhaps he was not supposed to do a button hook then, or that was just a miscommunication between him and the quarterback.
Obviously, Middle City will go for it here. They have had a 4th down conversion. I think they're 1 of 2. Lincoln King converted on a really gutsy call, by the way, going forward on, I think it was 4th and 3 inside their own territory.
Lincoln still looks like he's limping a little bit from the last time he got knocked down.
And we have another timeout. It's Midwest City calling the timeout. All right, let's take another break. You are watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Loading onto our conveyor belt is incredibly low stress and easy. The conveyor belt can fit vehicles up to 96 inches wide, so even dually trucks can fit. As you approach the tunnel, use the large red balls as a visual to guide you onto the belt. Slow your vehicle down and follow the prompts on the screen. No more worrying about damaging your rims and tires with an old-fashioned chain and pulley system.
Try it out and love your ride.
We are back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's 4th and 5. Midwest City trying to get their first points of the season, and so they need to convert here. It's been a bit of a rough showing for Valor Vaughn, but he's been under pressure a lot. And he will be under instant pressure there. Boy, he fakes the handoff and some extracurricular stuff after the tackle, but
and a flag goes on, and we're going to get busted.
Gavin Mason.
Gavin Mason on the sack for
the Wildcats. It's going to be Piedmont's ball. It's just a matter of where. And we've seen that on some fourth. I mean, and you think of it as a 4th down play, the last play of the first half. You know, just in situations like that, there's instantly a Piedmont player in the backfield disrupting things. So just one of the few things to work on, and this has just been the issue for Midwest City the last few years. They have not been able to be as physical as they need to on the lines. It should be Piedmont's ball because the tackle was
Piedmont still.
The tackle was made, right, I thought, before the penalty, though.
It's still first down.
Yeah, it's just a matter of where.
There's still a personal foul.
Yeah, so it should be Piedmont's ball, but we'll back him up.
Is a first down, Piedmont. Carter Chevrolet, first down and 10.
I don't want to tell Piedmont's coach what to do, but I'd be putting in some of my subs now so nobody gets hurt for the regular season. Anybody hurt for district? Yeah. We've already got a couple of ours hurt.
Yeah, both Cochrans went down.
And I hadn't seen him back on the sideline. He may be back there in the back.
Talking about Dominic?
Yes.
Handoff.
Good. That's what we've got to have,
The run
guys.
defense has gotten better again defending the middle there. Jakari Fletcher has had.
I saw 5 guys on that. That's gang tackle. That's Bomber football right there. That's what we got to have every play.
That was Backus with a run. I'll tell you, even though he didn't do as much in the first half, but Jakari Fletcher is playing his way into player of the game status, which, by the way, we don't have a player of the game sponsor, but still worth mentioning. Now it's the outside moves has to defend better, and they don't defend that as well as they would like, and Piedmont gets a first down accordingly.
Knoxton Rollo on the carry, brings up
Lucius Brown made a tackle there.
Down and 10.
Was that Rollo, I believe, for Piedmont? I don't recall. Well, it looks like we got timeout. But, Tom, defending that outside run has just been.
Well, we've got guys getting hands on the running back. That's the thing. They're not locking them up and bringing them to the ground. Granted, there's some pretty good athletes. There's no doubt about that. But
well, they execute so well, this Piedmont.
.31 was down. Don't run on.
Yeah, don't be in a hurry to get off the field.
Like I said, that trainer for Piedmont's he's a heck of a guy. I don't remember his name. Willie? Bill? I can't remember. I just remember he was always Johnny on the spot. Player went down, he was there. Either team. He loves what he does.
He's ready to go. That's Sean Miller, who's coming off the field gingerly from Midwest City. You know, Thomas, not a bad time to bring this up, but the score holds like you'd expect. Then, Midwest City will they'll be the first game that's a loss for Coach Washington. Well, the same thing happened to both Coach Jones and Coach Dunn at the other Middale schools. They lost their very first game. Handoff up to this time. Piedmont's got a good run going as they get a first down.
65.
Backus with a good run there.
For another Carter Chevrolet.
Jakari Fletcher eventually caught up to him. And another first down for the Wildcats. But, yeah, this was back in 2021. Coach Jones got pounded by Booker T his very first game. And that team from Del City, they went undefeated in district. They were really good, but they had a bad first game. They won their district in 6A. Handoff, this time it goes nowhere. And then Mike Dunn, his first game at Carl Albert wasn't a blowout, although he did get blown out by Del City the next week, that same Del City team that we're talking about. This is the same season, 2021. But as that was a run there for a tackle by Kennard. That's Jordan Kennard for Midwest City. But Mike Dunn's first game as head coach for Carl Albert was at Midwest City, and they lost that game. It was a close 14-9, but still kind of an ugly game for Carl Albert. Quarterback keeper there, again, getting to the outside, gets the first down. They go outside. They get a first down. Jordan Holman there, before Fenric Wren finally brought him down.
That was his traditional option on that flex bone, and it's just an option play, and he decided to keep it.
Let them hear you, Wildcat fans.
Yeah, so the point is, Coach Washington will be in that type of company if losing their first game, and he'll help to turn around after that. Handoff right side, getting inside the red zone is Piedmont. Again, another tackle for Fenric Wren.
Backus on the carry, good for another Carter Chevrolet. First down and 10.
Now the clock will resume. This is what Piedmont wants to do. They want to run clock, and more clock. It's kind of how they, different players, of course, but back in 2019 they beat Carl Albert, and it's the last time Carl Albert lost a district game. They beat Carl Albert by keeping Carl Albert from having the ball. Run for a minimal gain there.
Backus again on the carry.
Another carry for Backus, and Villicana, the tackle for Midwest City. Holding them to just a yard there, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Yeah, so those are some of the streaks Carl Albert has. They've gone undefeated in district in 5 straight seasons. Again, handoff. And they got to the outside, and they score. That's Rallo with a run for Piedmont. Looked like some more trickery there.
Number 17, Maxton Rallo.
And the route continues. It's now 39-0.
On to attempt the point after, number 30, Noah Ward.
know Ward's going to attempt that. I looked him up, and he's got a few colleges that are interested in him already, and he's just a junior. I think it's his consistency, because the ones he's missed earlier was a high snap and they got in on a block. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, that sails through pretty cleanly. And so Piedmont gets to 40.
Good with 4:54 remaining.
40-0. Piedmont leads the Midwest City Bombers on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
And we're back.
Which means we can talk about our kickoff sponsor who we love, Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. They're located off of 29th and Air Depot.
No award to kick the
That's
ball
at
away.
560 West Boeing Drive, really close to my house. I don't want to say much more than that. Located at 405-733-7671. By the way, you've been complimenting Noah Ward. One of the things he's done real well is he had a really good onside kick in the first half.
There it is.
No onside kick here. That just misses being a touchback, and it's going to be returned. Nipsey has had some kickoff return success. Not a lot, but they
that was well corralled.
Get it past the 20 there. I believe that was Ryan Holloway. All right, Tom.
That drive summary is going to be brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This week, come to Madison's Country Cooking at 4747 Southeast 29th Street in Del City and say the code word football. Receive 10% off your purchases. It was a 7-play, 67-yard drive capped off by a Rilo touchdown and a Ward extra point. So Bombers are now behind 40-0.
Yeah, please, guys. You have a little discount there, take advantage of it. Go to Madison's, get that 10% discount this week. Just tell them football.
It's really good.
You'll be glad you did.
And I believe they have a senior citizens discount, if I recall.
Yes.
Being a senior season.
That's something you can think about.
Being a senior citizen, easy for me to say, right? But it's really
it is
good.
a bit of a, you know what? It is a bit of a tongue twister.
It is good food, though. Golly, it was good.
Yeah, we'll be going there soon. Okay, we're back to Vaughn at quarterback. Again, Piedmont gets the player in the backfield. They get two players in the backfield.
And they're about a 5-yard loss.
As the running back there was Jalen Gardner-White. And again, two players got in there, so the blocking not what it needs to be, and to add insult to injury, we have an injury. All right, again, hopefully it's not too bad, so we'll take another injury timeout. We've had way too many of those this game.
Yep.
You're watching Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
And we're back.
Conveniently located.
As you can tell, guys, Tom is handling audio, so that's why he's the one introducing us back in. Daquan Washington, was the injured Bomber. And, again, he's their biggest guy. You hate to see that. But he came off the field looking okay. So the main thing we hope for is that he'll be able to play next week. It's going to be second down at 14 for Valor Vaughn and the Midwest City Bombers. Vaughn throws it short. Pass is caught.
Got about 5.
Minimal gain there. That's Josiah Brown. He's 6'4", by the way. Hopefully he's young. He can get some experience. Minimal gain, but, you get to 3rd and 9. Maybe you can do something with that. You couldn't do with 3rd and 14. Wide Kirkendall brought him down, along with Gavin Mason.
Good to see 77 back in.
Oh, good. Unfortunately, a Piedmont player is down now. Man. Again, you expect to see that when it's like 95 degrees outside. This is just beautiful weather, but a lot of these injuries have nothing to do with heat.
Right. A lot of it has to do with, you're in practice. You don't hit your guy as hard as you do when it comes out on the game. You hit that opponent a little harder.
And the scrimmage you have only, does so much for you.
So these guys are getting a dose of some heavy hitting tonight.
Yep. Waiting on the wings again for Midwest City is Carl Albert. We mentioned before, they've won every district since 2016, I think was the last time they did not win their district. They were in a 3-way tie that year. They lost to Piedmont in 2019, but they won the tiebreaker. So that's the one streak they have going. And that's not on the line for this game because while it's the same school district, it's not the same football district. What they do have going right now, this Carl Albert, is a 39 overall game win streak. So Midwest City will have next week, and Carl Albert's strengths are the offensive and defensive line, similar to Piedmont. And if you can't win there, of course, it's hard to win anywhere else. They will be more inexperienced in the receiver core, secondary, and the linebacking core. 3rd and 9. Vaughn going for the first down. And
wide open.
Just not on the same page. Lincoln King, he's definitely looking for him a lot, but that wasn't close there.
King only had 5 guys covering him.
Yeah, you're right. You don't want to key on him too much.
But he was open, and he, like I said, there's some kind of miscommunication because one of them's turning and the ball's sailing over his head.
Down at 9.
So it's definitely a punting situation for Midwest City. Lincoln King will punt, get some hang time. Not a very far punt. Takes a bit of a Midwest City bounce before it will stop at the Piedmont 36-yard line. And the Wildcats will look for yet another touchdown. They've scored every time they've had the ball but once. All right, first down for Piedmont. Handoff right up the middle. And they hold on to that ball, too, among other things.
Brooks Backus.
Backus with a handoff. Fenric Rinn eventually got the tackle. Fenric Rinn.
Gain of 6.
But a 6-yard gain. Hand off there right side, and not much happening. They'll still get close to first down.
They had contact about 3 yards
Backus
in front of
again on
that.
the carry. Good for a corner.
Fletcher brought down
Chevrolet.
Backus. It is a first down for Piedmont. They're keeping Jordan Hallman in the game. They really aren't bringing in anyone new right now.
Maybe they're going to wait till the fourth quarter.
You know, these players, these guys, these ball handlers for Piedmont, they're so strong and they run with such purpose, and it's almost like it's just really hard to hurt them. Looks like there's some pre-snap movement there, no call. Instead, they option it, and they'll get a first down and a big run there.
They didn't run the clock at all.
That is strange, because that's not what Piedmont wants, although the game's in hand for them, but they love chewing clock. I don't think he went out of bounds, so the clock.
No.
So why the clock isn't running, I don't know. Maybe they're going to have a problem with that. We finally get our clock camera working, and we don't have a.
There it goes. Now it's working.
Oh, now it's going, yeah.
That'll let it run down.
Well, they didn't let it run down much. Now it's going. Under 3 minutes to go. Hallman again under center.
Pass.
He'll throw it. Goes deep, has a man, but he overthrew him. Not the coverage you love to see there, but Ethan Burns, the intended receiver, was just thrown too far out in front of him there. But again, you know, if you're Midwest City, you expect to run just about every play. So, and Piedmont did convert on a long touchdown pass in the first half. Second down handoff. Spin move, nice job done there.
Is that 22?
Yep, that's Brooks Backus.
He's another good ball player.
You know, his name just sounds like he's a big physical guy, and he is, and he runs like it, and he gets a first down for the Wildcats.
Good for a gain of 8.
Well, never mind. He doesn't get the first down. He's close, though. Going to be 3rd and 2 off the incompletion, so a rare third down for Piedmont. Usually they convert every second down they have almost. And
he got it.
They will, not by much, but it looks like they will convert this third down. Again, it's more of Backus. Looks like Sanders, that's Zonte Sanders. Haven't called his name much, but he gets a tackle there. So another possession for Piedmont where they get inside the 30. We'll see if they go beyond that. They have 6 touchdowns, looking for their 7th. And we're going to have a Midwest City timeout here. We'll take a break, and you are watching No City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
All right, we're back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network as Piedmont runs to the left side this time. They don't do that very often, but they get a good gain there.
Quarterback keeper by Jordan Holman.
Holman, the keeper, the quarterback for
we got a player down.
Piedmont, and yeah, we got a player down who went off the field.
31
for another Carter Chevrolet.
I think it's 31.
They'll still stop play for it, I think.
Yeah.
That's Sean Miller. Miller's a 5'9" junior.
He's in a lot of pain.
Boy, this is like the body bag game. We have
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. We have a set of keys that have been turned in.
I guess we have. Okay, we do have an official timeout.
If you're missing
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. You're watching Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558. All right, we're back. This Whataburger third quarter's been going on for a bit, hasn't it? And still got a little bit more to play here. We're hoping that for Sean Miller, that was just a cramp again. That may be the case with 2 or 3 injured Bombers.
Keep
faking the handoff is Hallman. He's going to throw it.
Nice hit.
And incomplete.
Some good coverage. Who hit him?
That was good coverage. I believe that was number 21 from Midwest City, Latavion Peterson.
That was a great coverage. It hit him just right.
That's an unusual play for Piedmont. It's one thing to throw it deep, catch them off guard, but a rollout like that.
I think they're just working on some different stuff. And
well, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
And hopefully these guys will come out at the end of the quarter and we'll get to see the second team.
Second down. They pitch it this time.
Phil, right there.
And again, this is not good pursuit.
Block in the back.
Yep, and an easy touchdown along the right side for Piedmont.
Wildcat. Number 17, Knoxton Rallo.
Rallo with the run. He's had 2 or 3 touchdowns. It's quite a name, too. Knoxton Rallo. So again, you get a good defensive play followed by a bad defensive play.
The point after for the Wildcats, number 30, Noah Ward.
High snap. And they won't be able to get a kickoff, so this will be no point after here. So 7 touchdowns scored for Piedmont. 4 times they get the extra point, 3 times they do not.
No good. 106 remaining.
Doesn't really matter because Middle City's not getting anything on offense. So it's 46-0. Piedmont leads Middle City on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
And we're back.
For the Wildcats,
so Midwest City Bomber
War.
football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan Ray, Tom Carpenter here, still by the score. Excited to bring you Midwest City football for a 7th season on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I don't know of any OSN tandem that's been together longer than us.
We're the old couple.
we're the odd couple and the old couple.
There we go.
And this kickoff, again, just misses being a touchback, and it's returned. I believe this is Ryan Holloway with it. As he gets hit hard at near the 20-yard line. This kickoff, of course, brought to you by Patrick Newby, Farmers Insurance. All right, Tom.
Drive summary brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This week, come to Madison's Country Cooking at 4747 Southeast 29th Street in Del City and say the code word football for 10% off. Remember, football, 10% off. That was a 10-play, 63-yard drive, capped off by a Rallo 19-yard run, and the kick was good. Oh, I'm sorry, the kick was no good. It was blocked again. And it's 46-0 Piedmont over the Bombers.
We also want to thank Triple H Screen Printing for being our instant replay sponsor. And believing that in this new era for Midwest City, led by Jaquez Washington, that better days will be ahead for Midwest City, but rough one here. 1st and 10. It's Jaquez Washington, by the way. Didn't pronounce it as firm as I'd like. Ryan Holloway, the handoff. And, no, I'm sorry. It's not one. It's 1-1 with the handoff. That being, of course, Jalen Gardner-White.
Bryce Riffle on the tackle. Jalen Gardner-White on the carry.
So it's 1 yard loss. Because again, the trenches has been owned by Piedmont. Handoff again, I believe it's Jalen Gardner-White again, and again he gets hit in the backfield. Piedmont has had player after player in the backfield. That's Brown on the tackle for the Wildcats.
That'll be it for the third quarter.
This was third quarter brought to you by Whataburger. And again, before we go, this deal that Whataburger has, please take advantage of it. It's tonight is when you want to go. After the game, you can get a free medium fry with any purchase. Just say you're with Midwest City High School and the mascot sent you. Only good on game day. All right, fourth quarter is coming up. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
And we're back.
Fourth quarter action for you here for Midwest City Bomber football. We're going to have Madison's up on the screen because we love them. Again, say the word football at Madison's this week at 10% off.
Third down and 12. Upcoming for the
visitors.
visitors.
Third and 12 for Midwest City. We don't have an official quarter sponsor for the fourth quarter or fourth quarter sponsor. So if you know of anyone, please let us know on the Oklahoma Sports Network. They run a reverse.
And Lincoln got.
And Lincoln King gets a little bit there, so he gets out to the 21.
4th and 10.
So it'll be fourth down. Yeah,
made by Landon Davis.
Davis made the tackle for Piedmont. It is going to be 4th and long, so Another punt for Midwest City. And it's just been too common of a story recently, getting shut out. They got shut out last year twice to Carl Albert and once to Piedmont. Looks like they're going to get shut out by Piedmont again, although there may be still time to get some scoring in. King again, punting with the lefty punting with his right foot. And took a little bit of a Piedmont hop. And Piedmont will have the ball back with good field position.
In Midwest City territory.
46-yard line.
Wildcats. We'll start with the Carter Chevrolet first down and 10.
See if Jordan Holman is still the quarterback for Piedmont. We're under center.
It's number 10.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Karam.
Good defense for Midwest City.
Maddox Karam.
Maddox Karam. He is listed as the backup. He's only a freshman.
Ryder Easton on the carry.
Ryder Easton the carry. As it'll be second down. Second and 11 as they lost a yard. Nice pitch there by the QB, and that's what we haven't seen enough of from Midwest City. Just good outside pursuit. Tackle there made by, among others, number 32, Kenyon Brown. Or sorry, 32 is Fenric Grant. Kenyon Brown's 33. And it'll be third down and 13, as now we've got some players in for Piedmont that we're not used to, so we are seeing them play those backups like you were talking about, Tom?
Yes. If our guys are going to get any experience out of this game, it shouldn't be from a shellacking. It should be, you know, they've learned some stuff, and they're doing good now.
Yeah, they get a stop on third down. There's some sirens going by. I hope everything's okay for whoever there. But a tackle made, I believe, by, amongst others, number 24, Zoe Leverett. And this looks to be the first Piedmont punt. Midwest City did get a stop earlier this half, a turnover on downs. We have not seen Piedmont punt yet, but we will here.
I think they did in the first quarter.
No, I don't think so, Tom. I don't think Piedmont ever got stopped.
Oh, okay.
Bit of a low snap, but a nice punt. Fielded at the 15-yard line.
Fair catch called for at the 15.
And there we go.
So I think that's number 1 for Piedmont is the punter. And pretty good looking punter there. That would be Ethan Burns.
And one of the Piedmont fans are not happy with the no call when two players are kind of mixing it up a little.
You know, when you're up 46-0, you just hungry for more.
Yeah.
You have to respect the people that their intensity never changes based on the score. Now, Midwest City will not make a quarterback change, although they have used Lincoln King some at quarterback, so Ballard Vaughn has not been in the whole time. But he is in now at QB. And they bobble the handoff. It looks like.
Got it. No, we got it back. We got it back.
Yeah, they did get it back. I think Vaughn fell on it.
Fell on it. Bounced
he
off.
bobbled a snap, really, and then the handoff.
Bounced off a Piedmont player.
Shouldn't
have been in the backfield that quick.
I think it's maybe the first we've seen of Richard Harris at running back, and that wasn't on him, but the attempted handoff to him was, well, it just had no chance. So it will be second down Bombers did not lose much on that play, though.
No.
So it's like a second down and 10.5. Getting near 8 minutes to go. And this time they do get the snap off, the handoff off, but they don't get much going as Harris is brought down. And we'll see third down and 13 coming up.
Harris, the ball carrier. Brought down by a tackle.
Beautiful day for football. It was a rainy week.
Upcoming for the visitor.
It seemed like it rained almost every day this week, and even rained a tiny bit today. But got dry quickly, and again, a beautiful day for football. Not a beautiful game for Midwest City, but we hope they learn from it. Vaughn tried to get rid of that ball to avoid a safety. They may call intentional grounding. Piedmont falls on the ball.
No.
I think it was a fumble.
Wasn't a fumble.
So it should be an incomplete pass. I just didn't see a motion for it.
It's an incomplete pass.
Piedmont coaches think it should be a touchdown. And the refs aren't being very definitive on it right now. So they're going to throw a flag. So it is intentional grounding. The question is, where was he? I don't think he was quite in the end zone.
Intentional grounding.
He lost of downs.
This is high school, guys. Come on now. Fans are getting a little crazy out here.
Turnover on down. Brings up a Carter Chevrolet.
Let's say it's turnover on downs. It should be fourth down now. Yeah, no turnover on downs. Middle City's going to try to get a punt off here. Lincoln King will not have much room, so you need a good snap here as well. The guy back for Piedmont's only back at the 30. King gets a good punt off, all things considered. It takes a good bomber bounce, and it gets past the 40. All things considered again.
That was a
can't help for much more than that as far as field position goes. It is not a running clock. Not that it should be, but they're stopping the clock now at 7:18 as we have another possession for Piedmont. Again, they are bringing in some players that haven't played much as they are enjoying a dominant performance. Maddox Karam, only a freshman and a quarterback for him.
Well, to be the backup quarterback, he's got to be showing something.
Handoff. I agree. Looks like the tackle there was made by Antonio Aguilar.
Brody Williams on the carry for the Wildcats.
Williams the carry for Piedmont.
Gain of 1.
Ball at the 41-yard line.
That was motion.
Handoff right. Nope. They fake the handoff down the middle. They go outside. And nice fake and run there by Karam.
For the
Carter Chevrolet.
Villicana got him down.
For a freshman, that was pretty good ball handling. Faked out one guy with a fake pitch, and then he ducked his head and ran. Good play.
Nearing the 6-minute mark. First and 10. Handoff up the middle.
Maybe close.
Getting past the red zone near the 15-yard line. Caleb Stevens, I believe, was one of the tacklers for Midwest City. 5:15 to go.
Nice run, son.
And again, more hard running for Piedmont. They get inside the 10 now, or at the 10. This should be 1st and goal coming up.
Hartkopf again on the carry. Good for Carter Chevrolet. 1st down and 10.
That's a good run on his part.
Nice pitch by the quarterback. Then again, they get to the outside. And again, they score on the outside. Touchdown, Piedmont. They're going to get past the 50 mark as
Wildcat.
This has been quite the beating. The clock is running now, so we do have a running clock.
37.
Max Karam on the pitch.
No award.
It's Grant Carver who scored the touchdown. No award at the extra point.
Kick is up and good. 3:51
It's
remaining
53
in the
to
game.
nothing.
Your Wildcats 53.
Piedmont over Midwest City. You're watching
Midwest
Mississippi Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Loading onto our conveyor belt is incredibly low stress and easy. The conveyor belt can fit vehicles up to 96 inches wide, so even dually trucks can fit. As you approach the tunnel, use the large red balls as a visual to guide you onto the belt. Slow your vehicle down and follow the prompts on the screen. No more worrying about damaging your rims and tires with an old-fashioned chain and pulley system.
Try it out and love your ride.
All right, we're back here with another Patrick Newby kickoff. That kickoff, of course, will be by Noah Ward. Midwest City's only kicked off once. We're at 2:20 to go. Fielded there at the 15-yard line. I believe that's Caleb Stevens who gets to the outside, and he's going to have a big run.
Got some blockers.
Caleb Stevens down the sideline.
Good cutback.
Gets to about the 40. Gets an attaboy from several of his teammates. And Tom, how about that scoring drive?
That was a 5-play, 42-yard drive with a touchdown, 11-yard touchdown, and Ward got the kick. It was good. It is 53-0, Piedmont.
And the scoring drive drive summary brought to you, of course, by
Madison's Country Cooking. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This week, come to Madison's Country Cooking, 4747 Southeast 29th. Use the code word football. Get 10% off all purchases. I'm telling you, that's some good food.
Oh, that was Footer with the return for Midwest City. So we can continue to have DV in the game. Ballard Vaughn handoff there, and again Piedmont
nothing.
Won't let him get a yard right now. As that is, need to flip this over, as that is Zoe Leverett with a handoff for no gain. So 2nd and 11. We may only see 2 more plays run for Midwest City as the clock's under a minute. Again, a handoff to Leverett, and nothing doing. They're just, Piedmont's just bringing several players to the backfield, not letting Midwest City do anything with the ball.
And they're going to let it run out.
See, the Bombers even want to run another play,
no.
But they don't have to. It's 3rd and 11. Yeah, it looks like they will not. No? Well, they're lined up. We're under 10 seconds to go. They will not run the play, and that's the game. Piedmont
And that's your final.
wins 53-0.
Game on.
We'll take a quick break. We'll see if Tom Carpenter can get any interviews or not. We'll find out here. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Final score, hold on. Bernie. Move it a little bit. The final score is 53-0. We don't have a Player of the Game sponsor. We would love for you to be a Player of the Game sponsor. So if you're watching, we could look for that. And a post-game sponsor. We have Madison's up right now, but we would like to have an official post-game sponsor. So Midwest City will go to 0-1. They will play next week against Carl Alberts. That will be on the Oklahoma Sports Network, of course, at a game we played at Rose Field. So it will be the home opener for Midwest City. They only have 4 home games this year, but they got some nearby away games, including Del City in week 3. This is week 0, by the way. Okay, let's see. Tom, go ahead, Tom, if you can hear us.
Fletcher, number in your program, our player of the game. It was a part, but you shined out there pretty quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always going to be a rough start. New head coach, we got some things to work on. Rough start, though. Just need to work on our technique more at practice. Actually like it more, so, yeah, we'll get back to it.
Will you do me a favor? Talk to them guys about them dumb mistakes. Jumping off sides, there's no excuse for it. You just got to discipline yourself on that. I thought that was a great onside kick they got on us. It kind of surprised us because one of those things you've got to be ready for.
Yes, sir.
You're one of the leaders. You have to show them what to do this year. So, Corey, thank you for being our player of the game.
No problem.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, thank you, Ja'Cory, for talking to
down.
us.
He's
We're in a little bit from Thomas. We'll see if he can maybe get an interview with Coach Washington or not. This is, of course, the first game for him. But Coach Washington is making himself available to another media guy, reporter for the Middle City Beacon. I believe that's Jeff, good guy. The way it looks for Midwest City, by the way, again, is after Carl Albert, they go to Putnam City West. We haven't been there in 6 years, but they have a very nice venue. I look forward to going there. We'll be very much inside for that game. And then Del City, so 4 non-district games. And the reason for that, of course, is Middle City in a football district with only 6 teams. So they're going to get the full 10 games, but only 6 district games. And then they will play, that'll start with Southeast, I believe, week 4. They'll have a bye week, week 9. So we'll show you the full schedule another time. It's the same schedule as last year, just inverted as far as the locations.
Rough start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I don't know if I can saw some room for improvement. The guys are there. The flex bone, I've never seen it. I studied it some to get ready for this game. I couldn't believe it. It's a hard defense and hard offense to fit. I thought the guys did pretty good remote. That's something y'all gonna have to practice on. The game. He did the best he could for what he had. King did pretty well. What's your thoughts on the game?
My thoughts on the game is kind of like what I believe. We got a lot of guys, even our seniors, we're just inexperienced. And so there's a difference between practice and these lights come on a Friday night. It's like, oh snap, what was my job? For example, we ended up starting 2 freshmen on the offensive line tonight, a freshman running back, and so that's 3 freshmen on the field. Not to mention the sophomores, and Ja'Cory kind of playing offensive tackle all year last year, playing some DN for us this year. So it's just a lot of it's a buildable moment, and so it's a foundational thing. Obviously, it didn't work the way we wanted it to, 53-0. But there's a lot to teach on when we did do our job correct. We were successful. When one person out of the 11 or 2 people out of the 11 didn't do their job correct, we yielded opposition. So it's just about being disciplined, play in and play out, and just getting them to understand that we got a job. Let's just execute it.
Coach, welcome to Bomber football.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
We're looking for and brighter things.
Yes, sir.
See you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jordan.
Okay, thank you to Coach Washington for giving us his time. Thanks to Tom Carpenter there for that interview. Okay, and that will do it for us. So we want to thank Bernie Wren on camera. We thank Maya Hodge for helping out, along with Brandy Thomas and Sarai Rawls producing. We hope to have a Midwest City Coaches Show this Tuesday at 5 p.m. We'll talk more with Coach Washington, and we'll talk more about Midwest City Bomber football. But the next game is next week against Carl Albert. It'll be the season opener for the Titans, and we'll see if Midwest City can play better and improve on some of the things that went wrong tonight. All right, I'm Jordan Ray. It's great to be with you. Thank you for watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.